Yeah, it's dream.
Money bets.
You know the vibes.
Let's get this cash.
Alone, hey, hey. Alarm on my phone, late slate, new day. Do coffee in the cup, lines up, parlay. Scrolling through the eyes, little smile on my face. Caught a spread last night, now I'm back in the race. Cash, live vision, unlock Arizona. Talking through the pics in the confident tone. Jack going crazy when they see that flash. Scoreboard swing, whole crew yell cash. Up to my channel, bet blunt money bets. You know the vibe, let's get this cash. We don't chase the loss, we just trust the stats. You know the vibe, let's get this cash. Up to my channel, bet blunt money bets. You know the vibe, let's get this cash. Little bankroll, we can make that stretch. You know the vibe, let's get this cash. Yeah, underdog plate, yeah, I call that spice. Took a long shot, then I hit that twice. Lil, like chat laughing, we relax, stay chill, but the pics stay sharp like a last shot thrill. Follow me on Twitter and Mr. Dreamy One. See the slip screenshot when the nights are done. From the pre-game talk to the last second splash. Whole squad riding when we see that cash. Up to my channel, but money bets. You know the vibe, let's get this cash. We don't chase a loss, we just trust the stand. You know the vibe, let's get this cash. Up to my channel, but money bets. You know the vibe, let's get this cash. Little bankroll, we can make that stretch. You know the vibe, let's get this cash.
Yo, what's the vibes, man? What is the vibes? Top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening. Whenever this video may find you, I'm Dream. Follow me on Twitter, Mr. Dream1 #1. Sub to my YouTube channel, Blunt Money Best. That's this channel you're watching right here. Like the video, share the video, comment on the video. Let me know what you are on. If you're watching on Twitter, let me get a heart and a retweet. We'll greatly appreciate that. If you're watching on YouTube, sub to the channel, Blunt Money Best. Turn notification bells on. Share with your group chat, all that good stuff. You want all my plays when they drop, sub to the Cap Collective Discord. Link is in the description of the video in the bio of my Twitter page. And if you want all my guys' flow plays when they drop, sub to the House of Stems Discord. Link is in the bio of his Twitter page as well. You can download that Good Hall of Fame app if you want to use some of the capping tools that I use to get to the plays that I get to. I'm gonna use promo code DREAM for your first week for free, your first month half off. All right. Got my guy Flo in here, fresh off the Knicks championship. Big day in the W. Go ahead, Flo. Introduce yourself. Let the people know what you got going on, my guy.
I'd like to introduce myself as a champion because it's the last time y'all saw me. I was Flo. I'm a champion now. But you can find all the plays at the House of Stems. WNBA, massive 6-game slate. Excited to get that one going. It's so crazy because it's like there's 4 games in a 10 o'clock window, and the last thing I want to do in the W, I won't run from it. Had a really bad Monday, solid Tuesday, okay Tuesday. I'd say it was okay. So we're trying to have a big night. So we're gonna stack the plays, but House of Stems for all the plays at Stephen Florval on Twitter. Sheets every day coming up. It's been a tough month, but you'll have sheets every day. And Sports with Flo. We'll do some streams, get started on that thing. Let's get it started, man. Fun show, fun day. Let's get it rolling.
Yeah, it's one of my few days where I actually have a lot risked in the W today, which 3 units in total, maybe a little more coming. Normally I've just been doing, if I find a play I really like, been playing it straight. Like last night I had the Fever money line and I teased the over for half a unit. We ended up profitable because we had a couple voids and all that stuff. But yeah, man, we're going to see what we can do with this big slate. A lot to choose from. Didn't go too crazy, but yeah, a lot to choose from. So what we'll do is we'll just go game by game.
Yes, sir.
If you got a play that you want to give in that game, you can. If you just want to give out leans, you can. And we'll just do it like that, all right?
Yes, sir.
All right, first game up, Washington and Connecticut starts at 7 o'clock. Connecticut, slightly small dog, plus 110, minus 1.5 at home, total 159.5. You got Kiki and Shakira for Washington, each questionable or game time decision. We'll see what happens. Connecticut is as healthy as they've been all season, so I'll let Flo start. I know Connecticut's definitely been playing much better.
Mhm.
2-13, almost a favorite. Kind of tells you something. But what do you think, Flo?
Man, this is a matchup that's so dependent on like who's in and who's out. I'm waiting to see who's in on this one. It feels like it's gonna be one of those like Kiki out, Shakira in. I don't have an official play in this game because I'm just like with six games. I'm just not here to be Rashid Mezion, torture myself with this bozo. But I will say, like the first basket has like a lot of upside here because I think the pricing on this is like really nice. So if Shakira's in, I would go Griner and Layla Khan sitting at plus 1,000 for first basket. Like, oh my God, I'm just eyeing that one. Once again, I haven't pulled on this yet. It depends on the injury news because if Shakira's out, my fear is that Lauren Betts is going to be jumping. I think Lauren might win the tip, and then I'm going to go somewhere. I'm going to go like to Sonia Citron and plus 1,300 and find a pair there. Might go Lauren there, depending who's in the lineup. But overall in this game, I kind of think the Sun are going to win the game. I don't have a lot of plays in this one. I do think that like it's gross, but Brittany Griner at 12.5. If both Shakira and Kiki are out, like that front line, like love you, Lauren Betts, but this might be a rookie and the vet type situation where you might get an education tonight from the old head. So I also be interested to see like what Lauren Betts' line is because the Sun are good on the front, on the interior. Like they've got good bodies, but I mean, both bigs are down. Like you just figure like she's going to play like 27, 28 minutes and get like 8 to 12 shots. Like it won't be the easiest performance, but she's shown like in the one game, 2 games ago, like she has a nice little mid-range jumper. So no official play in this one, but just waiting to see. And obviously the obvious one is like if both bigs are out or one are out, like you have Sonia Citron lined up at 16.5. I just don't trust this coach. Like the coach just doesn't let her just like off the leash and go. That's the only reason I didn't take it. Cause like Sonia's a dog, but I just don't trust like this system to just let her take like 18 shots. So yeah, that's what I got in this one.
Is she? I'm glad you.
Yeah, I think so. Well, what do you think?
I'm glad you. I never thought of this. I'm glad that you put some onus on the coach. Sonia Citron is one of the worst players for me to bet on in the W because
man,
like the way you feel, I know she's nice, but she don't shoot the ball.
What's the point of
like, yo, system is system, but no, come on now. It's like, nah, come on, I'm a shoot. Like this is my team. She don't be shooting the ball, man. But she's very frustrating to bet on for me. But I couldn't talk you off of ever taking her. She's just so I just never thought like maybe it's the coach, maybe it's the system. I never thought of it like that. I always like, girl, shoot the dang ball. But yeah, as far as
I reached this epiphany because there's a game where like there's no one in. I was like, oh, Sonia points, and like I saw Georgia take like 4 straight awful shots down the floor. I'm like, oh yeah, y'all just don't. Yeah, y'all have no structure. Like y'all just don't like, hey, do whatever the hell you want. Like
gotta have some kind of pecking order. It kind of reminds me of the Spurs with Wemby. We'll get to that later, but my goodness, I mean, De'Aaron Fox taking all the shots he can handle, huh? All right, no place for me this game. If I had to, I do have a blunt money bet with Connecticut in it. I do think Connecticut wins, but I have a blunt money bet like 4 sides and totals for 1/10 of a unit. My leans and a blunt money bet, but I do think Connecticut wins. I think this game is tough, but I think this game could sneak over the total just because all Connecticut games tend to go over. They don't play any defense, and without the bigs, if you're assuming one, first of all, you got to wait till you get injury news before you make any crazy move in this game. Honestly, now I personally don't think, like Flo's saying, I don't think both of Shakira and Kiki are going to be in. I think one sits. So I think Connecticut could still get it done. I tell you guys, I like to look at the spread. Sometimes it tells a story. I'm not sure that if the 2 bigs from Washington are ruled in, where do you think this line goes? 5?
Where is it at right now?
It's at 1.5. Washington.
1.5.
I just don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it going all the way up to like 8.
I don't. Maybe like 3.5, 4.5. Washington.
That's my point. So if you're telling me before this starts that we got Shakira and Kiki in and Connecticut's only a plus 3.5 at home, that would make me kind of give me cause for pause. So I think Connecticut can get it done regardless. Nothing I would bet real money on. On the prop side, it's 2 people that I'm really looking at, but a lot to like. First of all, Michelle Onyenwere. She's
Mm,
got, I think, 15 3 straight games, all to pull
yeah,
up the Hall of
like
Fame
that
out
one.
there. But we invested in her early. I did her 15 points and Kennedy Burke's 10 points. It's like a plus 768. I did that for a tenth of a unit.
Mm.
And I'll explain why I like Kennedy Burke here pretty soon. But yeah, Michelle Onyenwere, her points are at 10. You can get a 10 for minus 132 somewhere, or the 11 over 10 and a half, probably, minus 105 plus money, whatever. But she's gonna shoot the ball. I feel like she played for Connecticut last year, but I could be wrong. It might have been Chicago. She did? Okay.
No, she was on the Sky last year, I want to say.
Was she on the Sky? I thought she
Sky.
did play for Connecticut at some point. But regardless, she's playing really well. She's got 17 points in 3 straight games. She's got 13 points in 5 of her 7 games, 5 of her last 7 games. And it just kind of makes you think. And on the season, I mean, if you guys, let's see if I can share this so you guys can get a little look here. She's pretty consistent. She's very boom or bust. She's either gonna, if you guys see the green here, all of these over like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, she's gone under 7 points. The rest of the games this season, she's over 10. A lot of them, she's over 13. So I think, and obviously, the last few games have been with Kiki out, but even with Kiki and Shakira in, she was still getting her shots up. Mm-hmm. So I think that, especially the fact that I think this game could go over, I like Michelle Onyenwere. I think, obviously, if both of those ladies are ruled out, oh my God, what value if they're both are ruled out? But if it's just her, and let's just say Shakira or just her and Kiki, I still think she can play really well. Sanaya Rivers has covered her point prop, I think, in 5 straight games.
Yep.
So, and what's more important to me with Sanaya is she's shooting the ball. She's shooting the ball. Sanaya was early fade, just fade her. She's not that good offensively early in the season, and it was working. But lately, you can't fade somebody who got an 8.5 point prop taking 11 shots a game. It just ain't smart. All right. Mm-hmm. So you might want to look at her. And last but not least, Kennedy Burke. Washington gives up threes. They're going to give up threes. If you look at their last few opponents, and I probably should have wrote this down, but I might be able to just look at their opponents and bring it off the top of my head. Johannes hit a couple threes. She should have hit more. She only played 14 minutes. Mabry for Toronto hit 5 threes. I'm sure Caitlin Clark hit like 4 or 5 threes. Ryan Howard hit like 4 or 5 threes. And then for Chicago, they don't really have a 3-point shooter per se, but Skylar Diggins did go 2 of 2 from 3. And Sydney Taylor off the bench with 1 of 7 from 3. Now, Connecticut, my first thought was Lacan.
Yep. Them assist.
Yep, points and assists, threes. My first thought was Lacan, but Lacan's got a little bit of Sonia Citron in her. Now, she's a little more of a dog, but Lacan can be frustrating for me to bet on sometimes because, first of all, I don't know if she's going to score or assist. Mm-hmm. And they have other people on Connecticut that likes to shoot. So you have Kennedy Burke. You have Brittany Griner, obviously. You have Anissa Morrow, who's going to shoot it every time she get it. You have Sanaya Rivers. So, like, Lacan, sometimes it's like, even if she wants to shoot, it's like other people want to take shots. So, it leads me to Kennedy Burke. And Kennedy Burke has been playing really well lately, too. Let me try and get the numbers really quick. I think she's over her point prop the last 3 or 4 games as well. And most importantly, because, we don't like betting anybody on the sun. Not at all. I actually had a tweet after Aaliyah Edwards had those 2 big games. I said, don't worry, she'll get 14 minutes next game. And she exactly did get 14 minutes the next game. But Kennedy Burke, back-to-back games, 24 and 29 minutes, 10 and 11 points. All right. The 2 games before that, she was pretty bad. But the game before that, 24 minutes and 14 points. So I think that you could maybe look at her 7 or 8 points. But more importantly, if you want to just take a flyer on her to get 10 points by hitting a couple threes, I think that's a good look. But just to wrap this up, also the girl Cody, I think
McMahon.
Cody McMahon. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If players are out, you might want to look at Cody because she ain't scared to shoot neither. Okay,
That's a
so
fact.
she ain't
She
scared.
ain't never seen a shot she don't love. She will ram into the lane in traffic and just throw it up.
I had to look her up. I'm like, yo, where's she
She-
from? I ain't never seen her. I'm like, yo, oh miss.
Man,
Okay.
she played like baby. I'm gonna date myself. She like baby Ron Artest, just like bully ball.
Yeah, she
Sheesh.
does. Yeah, she does remind me of Vanessa. And she's got a Anissa moral disposition, kind of like she's relentless. So yeah, man. Sanaya Rivers. Well, my favorite look of the game would definitely be Michelle Onyenwere, but then Sanaya, and then Lacan look, points, assists, whatever you want to do, and Kennedy Burke. That's what I would end with there. Flo, any looks, and I gave you guys a blunt money bet: 15 for Michelle Onyenwere, 10 for Kennedy Burke, 10th of a unit risk on that. Flo, you got any closing thoughts on that game?
One more, man. Like once again, I always appreciate, man, coming up and talking to you, because like when I'm doing sheets for 6 games, I'll be honest with you, like my eyes just kind of glaze over at a certain point, and like there's too many numbers on the page, and I got to go outside and drink water. But man, Lacan has 7 assists in her last 3 games. The potential there, if Shakira or either one of those bigs, or God forbid if both of them are out, like you could start the ladder at 6+ money, and then the doubles like 2,000. Like what?
It's crazy.
It's gonna probably tie into the next game, because the next game has like the same theme of like who's starting, who's in, who's out. So yeah, that's my final thought on this one.
All right. Next game, and I'll let you lead with this one too. Next game, New York going to Chicago. Commissioners, I think all these are Commissioners Cups game, but I think if New York wins, they get to the Commissioners Cup final. 10.5, that's a lot of points, but Chicago has been absolutely ass. So hey,
about to get beat down tonight.
Total of 169.5 there. Flo, any thoughts about this one?
Yeah, man. So I've one official in this game. I'll probably have another one depending on if Sabrina's starting. I just have to see what the head coach is on. My one official for this game is I have Jonquel Jones 3-point ladder to 4, because Camilla is not stepping out there.
Hey, my guy! I didn't like her. I just put her 3 with Enrique 3 for a 10th of a unit.
Oh, I'm praying for you, because Enrique. Oh man, if Enrique knows anything, she knows how to ruin a good time. You know.
Yeah, she does. She does. But she can get the party started real early with 3.
That's a fact too, though.
She can't get the party jumping, early, so it's kind of hit or miss for shorty.
Yeah, nah, man. Like, cause like it, like you know. It's one of those like you can't just look at the numbers, because like look at like when they face shooting bigs like Naz Hillman. She's not a center, but like she's like one of these stretch 4s and stretch bigs. So I think Jonquel could, like, I would go with her. She's gonna shoot like 2 or 3 early ones, and if she make 2, then she's throwing up 4 more. And if she bricks all 3, maybe you only get 2 more. But 2 for plus money, and you got my attention. So I think the best odds are in DraftKings. Please shop around. I did 0.5 on the 2, 0.25 on the 3, 0.15 on the 4. And my girl, Queen Sabrina, is back. This head coach and this coaching staff clearly has a conservative route with the starters. Like, I'm interested to see, like, Satu's going to break into the starting lineup at some point. Maybe it's not tonight. Maybe it's tonight. That's why I haven't pulled on, like, anything. But I think Sabrina's PA is too low. I love the value on her assists. Like, her 5 is sitting at -152. There's, like, kind of, like, 3 spots, not to jump ahead here, that kind of was like, I kind of like the latter ability of all 3. And it's, like, Lacan. It's Jess Shepard. It on the boards. It's Sabrina on the dime. It's like 5 for Sabrina. She played 26 minutes last game. You figured I'd probably go up to like 28, 29, maybe 30. And this, as you said, I'm sorry, everyone. I gave out that Chicago Sky wins before the season, and it may hit. But my goodness, this team fell apart the second of Rickea Jackson went down for injury, because this team is dreadful. The defense stinks. They can't score points. I thought about going team total under for them, because they're facing a good defense that has good interior defense. I'm sorry that I gave y'all Camilla most improved player. She needs Rickea, because I don't know what's going on with Camilla right now. This team is awful. I'll also say shout out to my guy, Ghost Bets. I was in his spaces early today. He does a great job at noon. Ghost Bets, give him a follow. And he mentioned the fact that, Natasha Cloud's girlfriend, Isabel Harrison on the Tempo, is catching a lot of flack because she went upside Angel Reese's head. And then Natasha Cloud was defending her, and then said, man, y'all are so triggered. And someone went in her comments and said, why don't you trigger some wins for the Sky? So like, oh, okay. Yeah. That was the top comment under the Instagram post. So Sky are down bad. Cloud is playing the former team that, she enjoyed to stay here, but they kind of said like, hey, man, that was fun. All right, see you later. So I don't have any Natasha Cloud money, but I just thought that was really interesting. So shout out to my guy, Ghost Bets. Bunch of people in their redemption. I don't want to leave anybody out. I thought they had a great point on that one. So, but yeah, I think the Liberty should roll in this one. They're already in the Commissioner's Cup, so they don't need this game. But I think that like getting everybody in there, getting some cohesion, like I think that they'll be motivated to have a good game. Sabrina also could go up on the points. It's only 13.5. Like that's nothing. That's nothing. So I like the PA for Sabrina if she's in, and I took John Quell's 3-point ladder up.
Keith, what up? Yeah, we did. My favorite point prop from the Mystics would be Michelle Onyenwere points. But you wanna, I don't think you need to wait for her, but anything else I will wait for. Anything else I will wait for just to see if Kiki and Shakira are gonna be out. That's what I would do. As far as my thoughts on the New York and Chicago game, I'll tell you what. Chicago hasn't played a game in 6 days, guys. 6 days.
Yep.
If there was ever a quote unquote come to Jesus moment, it would be this game.
You would think.
It would be this game.
You would think.
I mean, like tonight, they either gonna put up the fight of all fights and keep it close, or we're going to see this team truly hates each other, did no team building, did nothing change in a whole week off, which is enough time to book a flight to, Costa Rica, spend a weekend as a team retreat and come on back. If y'all ain't get it right in that time, y'all not going to get it right. So if I had to, I would lean the Sky with the points. As far as props, Cardoso points, a dub her last 2 times facing John Quill Jones. And we don't have Angel Reese now to take her shots away, And as the Ray rebounds, she's been rebounding really well. You can get her 6 as a hell of a parlay piece at -160. If you want to step that up, you can. But yeah, John Quill threes. The W and me have a love-hate relationship, so I didn't have enough onions to put like a straight bet with it. But yeah, and I didn't even take her 2. I'm trying to figure out what I want to take her 2 with. Because I don't want to put her and Enrique together. Because like Flo says, like Enrique can really ruin. I'd rather have them both with 3, but I want to put John Quell's 2 threes with something else I'm still searching for. Or I might just leave it and just say, hey, she hit 3, I'm good. But yeah, John Quill threes. If I had to, the Sky and Cardoso points. I think Cardoso can have a big game today. So that's that. Flo, any closing thoughts on this one?
Yeah, man. The Liberty should beat down the Chicago Sky. The Chicago Sky are a disgrace. I understand Rakia Jackson is down, but this is disgraceful basketball. Like, it's unacceptable. So those are my final thoughts. I think that if Satu's starting today, the Liberty might score 100 points. I didn't look yet to see what the Liberty score 100 is, but yeah, they might score 100 points. There's 2 teams that might score 100 points tonight: the Liberty and the Lynx, because they're going against 2 disgusting teams. So yeah,
I completely agree. All right. Next up, Minnesota and LA. The Lynx -9.5 headed on the road. Kelsey Plum, this opened at 3.5. Kelsey Plum has been ruled as questionable now, so we'll see where that goes. Total of 177. I'll start with this game. Obviously, Big O, Olivia Miles PRA. I think she's covered that 4 straight, 3 of her last 4, 4 of her last 5, something like that. First of all, I want to preface this with this game could get extremely ugly, so don't jump out the window to play any of these straight. That's what I would say. I do have my favorite look of the night is Ray Burrell. Ray Burrell, whether or not Kelsey plays or not. If Kelsey doesn't play, we'll probably ladder her. If Kelsey does play, I'll still take her 10 points and maybe sprinkle to 15 because she's going to take her shots and she's going to be in the game at the end taking shots if it's a blowout. So she's probably my favorite look at the whole game. But, parlay piece, Olivia Miles, Kayla McBride assists. Her assists are out there at 3. I think Kayla McBride has got 3 assists in like 5 straight games or something. Let me look this up. But yeah, Kayla McBride assists. Lean Natasha Cloud points and rebounds. I think the Lynx come out. I felt bad. I should have took the Lynx early last game. Left money on the table. Instead, I took the team total under, and that hit. But still, but yeah, my goodness, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 of her last 6. Kayla the Building McBride has 3 assists in a lot of those games. 4 of those 6, she has 4. Her 4 assists are sitting out there at plus 220, 200. So yeah, you gotta like her assists. That's something that could be done in a short span of time versus a team that doesn't play any defense. What else I have in my notes? That's really it. That's really it. I don't know what's up with Hamby. She's been trashed the last 3 games. Maybe you want to buy low on her. Maybe you think that if Plum is out, you want to rock with Nneka. If Plum's in, always Plum. But who knows? How you feel about this one, Flo?
Yeah, man. I was afraid to take a prop in this game because I have a weird feeling Plum sits, and if she sits, this will be a 3-quarter game because the Sparks are awful. Not to jump ahead, but what I did do with this game is there's a Commissioner's Cup scenario. The Wings have a scenario, but it's unlikely. They need the Lynx and the Aces to lose. That's like probably not going to happen here. But the main one is the Aces, if they beat the Mercury, they go to the Cup to play the Liberty. The Lynx need to win and the Aces to lose to the Mercury. You know, Mercury blew them out on opening night. So what I did was I like the Aces and the Lynx to win tonight. So if you want to do that parlay, it's minus 150, which is too juicy. So I did Aces. This is on FanDuel. Aces minus 1.5, Lynx minus 2.5 to get minus 116. I did half a unit on that because Aces got blown out by the Wings last game, and they had a post game, meeting in the locker room, and they talked it over, and they went over the finer things in life. And I hope they remember what happened on opening night. I hope they remember that, hey, if you go to the Commissioner's Cup, you get to make a lot of money if you play in that game and win the game. You get more money. So give me the Aces minus 1.5. Give me the Lynx minus 2.5. I mentioned from the Liberty breakdown, I think they could score 100 points. Like, the only reason I'm not on Olivia in this game because I'm like, this could be over at halftime. And what I also did was I laddered it up for 0.25. So 0.5 on that first one, 0.25 on the second one, which is Aces winning at the end of every quarter, Lynx winning at the end of every quarter. All they together, 394. What if they just both slap both these terrible teams?
I like that. That's crazy because I actually have basically the same exact bet.
Mm-hmm.
I have the same exact bet, just like give or take a point or two. Yeah. So I got it for 0.75 units, but I didn't even think of that at the end of every quarter. Jeez, I got to get back in my NBA state of thinking. Man.
Because you know what caught in my head? Because I saw 6 games, and my natural instinct is like, oh, we going to have all these plays. I'm like, what if like 3 of the games are just blowouts? Like these 3 games are like these 2 and like Liberty Sky, like that game could be over in the third quarter. And you could be sitting here like, man, why'd I take all these plays in all these games? Should have known there could be some blowouts tonight.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's crazy. So I couldn't agree more with Flo on everything he just said. Couldn't agree more with Flo. Love both of those looks. Love those looks. All right. Seattle and Portland. Portland minus 3.5, over under of 162.5. Injury report pretty much clean. Hortson, I think, is out tonight for Seattle. Outside of that, injury report's relatively clean. Flo, any thoughts on this one?
Yes, sir. So, couple. I like Carla Late in the spot for the Fire. Her PA is a nice spot, but what I like the most is Dom Malonga. But her points jumped from 13 to 13.5 to 14.5.
Mm-hmm.
Call me stubborn, call me whatever. After it jumped, I was like, I can't go there anymore. But so I landed on odd one. I landed on Flaw J. Johnson's assist. It was 2.5 minus 128. It's now like 2.5, juicy as hell. So maybe you could put that with your favorite money line. Like I like the Liberty tonight. I also like the Lynx. Pick one if you want to do that. I also took for 0.25 or 6 at 9:30. Here's why. So this Our Fam Dom Malonga thing is very scary. It's new. They got all these kids out there. It's very exciting. They've started 3 games together and they're starting 5. So if you're on my timeline, I gave out Natisha Heideman's assist 2 games ago against the Sparks, and she covered it. But she only had like 9 potentials. And when I watched the game, I noticed like she would get these assists, but it was really like Flaugier would get the hockey assists. Like she'd get hockey assists, but like Flaugier was like triggering into Awa, triggering into Dom. Like both are set up to like dominate and crush in the paint. So Flaugier in 3 games with the Twin Towers in there, 7 assists, 6 assists, 1 assist. That 1 assist was against the Valkyries. The Valkyries are stingy, they're tight, they're ferocious. So tough to kind of like ding her for that one. So this Fire team gives up the 3rd most assists. They have the worst defensive rating in the league. I just like to value a ton on that. Like if you give me 930 for something that's happened twice already, 2 out of 3 games with these 2 starting, yeah, for sure. Love that one. So yeah, it's off the beaten path a little bit, but like I like the value there a ton. I think Flaugier is like And they also, I noticed with this Fire team, they collapse on these like penetrating guards so much that Flaugier just may look up and just see like, yo, I'm being doubled, swing the ball. So I like Flaugier's assist in this one.
Yeah. I'll give you guys a blunt money that I have, and I guess I'll break it down. I got Carla Lake, 5 assists. Flaugier Johnson, 16 points and rebounds. Megan Gustallion, 16 points and rebounds. And Natisha Heidelman, 16 points and assists. Plus 475 without the boost on the score, which is those guys crooks. I'll tell you guys maybe later or tomorrow. But plus 570 with the boost, risk 0.15 units on it to win 0.85 units. All right, so Carla Lake, assists. She's a pretty good passer. She's been assisting, but the assists that Seattle's been allowing, I guess you would expect it because they're not the best defensively. But yeah, there was a reason why I played Burton's assist. I'm gonna run it back. I took Veronica Burton's assist last game, and I'm gonna run it back with Carla Lake. I couldn't talk you up for points and assists because this game could be up and down. But I like her assists. I didn't take them at 6. I just kind of, you can get a 5 at minus 160 on the score, so that's what I took. Yeah, I mean, everybody on the Aces had like 8 assists. Olivia Miles had a bunch of assists. Let me see. I think she had 8. Let me see. I'm sorry, she had 6, but Courtney Williams had 7. I'm sure Alyssa Thomas, I'm just going through the last 5 games or so. Alyssa Thomas had 5 assists, which isn't much for her. And like I said, everybody on the Aces had like 8 assists. It seems like Kelsey Plum had 11 assists. So yeah, I think Carla Lake can get 5. As far as Megan Gustallion, it's going to be a little tough with Dom Malanga, but maybe she hits a couple threes. Maybe she drags Dom out. And that pick and roll with her and Carla Light is deadly.
Yeah.
Dom's a really good defender, but Meg she's used to it. I mean, come on. She scored on Brittany Griner, these people before. She keeps the ball high. She has great hands, and she gets the ball up really quick. So also, everybody gets double. Well, not everybody, but Seattle gives up rebounds. There was a reason why I liked Kayla Thornton's rebounds last game. Now, that was a blowout. But if you look at games that have been relatively close between Seattle and their opponent, Hamby with 10 rebounds, Necker with 9 rebounds. I think, Asia with 12 rebounds and 9 assists. Natasha Howard, I'm pretty sure, had a double-double that game, didn't she? Oh, I'm sorry. Nia Coffey had 8 rebounds. Natasha Howard only had 5, but Nia Coffey had 8. Olivia Miles had 6 rebounds, so Coffey could have a double-double, but had to do what she does. And Natasha Mack had 10 rebounds, and Alyssa Thomas had 9. So I think there'll be some spare rebounds for Meg Gustallion to get. I don't think she needs to get 8 or 10. I think she can easily have 12 points and 4 rebounds, hence the 16 points and rebounds. Flaugier, I mean, we've been playing Flaugier 10 and 4 all season, 12 and 4 all season for her 12 points and 4 rebounds. I completely agree with Flo to the point where I was thinking about just doing her rebounds and assists and just laddering those up. But only reason why I didn't is, and I loved Flo's breakdown, but I didn't just because I wasn't sure about her or Tish. I like Letitia Heidelman to hit some threes today. I like her points today. She's got double-digit points in I think like 6 or 7 straight games. She is really consistent, and she gets about four assists a game. So
yeah,
So I think her 16 points and assists is pretty doable in a game that honestly I think all these players can cover their base. I just dumbed them all down. I think Flaugier can cover her full PRA. I like Meg. I like Natisha Heidelman to cover each of their props as far as Natisha points and assists, Meg points and rebounds, Carla Light assists. I just dumbed them down. So again, Carla Light 5 assists, Flaugier 16 points and rebounds, Meg Gustallion, that's Meg Gustafson for people that are new, 16 points and rebounds, and Natisha Heidelman 16 points, 0.15 units risked on the plus 475, and you can boost it to a plus 570. And those are my favorite looks from that game. As far as the side and the total, I think it could be a really good game, a really fun game. Hopefully this isn't a blowout. I think this could be a good game for live bets. But I think Portland ultimately wins because that home crowd was crazy.
Yeah.
Even though I think Seattle's the better team. So there's that. All right. Las Vegas and Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Vegas -6.5. Phoenix at home. Total of 171.5. Game open Aces 7.5 down to 6.5. Phoenix coming off that overtime loss to LA. I'm pretty sure that was their last game. Let me double check here. Yeah, where they gave up 111 in overtime. And Aces coming off that butt whooping.
Yep.
To Dallas by 30.
Better show up tonight. Becky gonna yell at y'all if y'all don't show up tonight.
And not only that, something you guys might want to pay attention to, which may lead me to, make another play. But yeah, the Aces have allowed in the last 4 games 96 points to Dallas in a 30-point loss.
Yep.
97 points to the Lynx. They won by 3.
Mm-hmm.
89 to Portland in a blowout, but that's still a lot of points to allow Portland.
Mm-hmm.
And 91 to Seattle. So, again, I'm going against one of my main rules. My main rules is you don't bet on the Aces in the regular season. But hey, I'm a spot better too.
Mm-hmm.
I did take the Aces first quarter and first half. So let me see if these lines are still available. All right, let me see. Okay, yeah, the first quarter is still -1.5. I took that for a unit. And the first half is -3.5. I took that for half a unit. I think the Aces, kind of like Flo said, I think this is Aces just come out and boat racing. I know Phoenix has been kind of playing a little better, but this is still the same team that struggled the entire season. This is also a Phoenix Aces team that lost by 30 the first game of the season to Phoenix.
Yeah.
So you got revenge. We've been playing terrible defense. We have a reason to pay our defense attention. And let's be honest, I mean, Phoenix ain't scaring nobody on the offensive end. They're professional players. Yes, they can come out and have a great offensive first quarter, hit a bunch of threes and all that stuff. But this isn't like Dallas or New York or Minnesota. Like, oh my God, how are they gonna this is a team that if you want to, put up some defensive numbers, or this is like almost like chicken noodle soup when it comes to shutting down an offense. Now, that's mostly because Phoenix plays so damn slow. Now, you still got talented players, Kalia Copper, who finally had a good game this season, last game,
Yep.
and Alyssa Thomas, who's a great engine. So I don't want to act like their offense is the worst in the league, but they play slow and they're not playing together. And you're going against the 2-time defending champion that is probably coming with out for blood. So, yeah, I like the Aces. I took them in the first quarter. I like them in the first half. Natasha Mack rebounds, or her points and rebounds, I like those. I think Makoa Akani can have a good game just because even though the Aces are going to play better defense, they are susceptible to guards. Guards have been busting their ass all year for whatever reason. Alyssa Thomas, maybe her assist, maybe. Chelsea Gray, 4 rebounds. She has been money for like the last 5 or 6 of the last 7 games. And that's not a fluke. I remember we started betting her rebounds last year too, because she's a pretty good rebounder. At least she's stable at 4 to 5 rebounds. The rent's too high with Asia, 26. And again, I think could be like Flo would say a 3-quarter game. The rent's too high with Asia. But maybe
Mm-hmm.
you want it. Jackie, if you want to, I think Jackie 15 points is a good parlay piece, but I think her lines are right there. The person I'm looking forward to the most is Parker Tyus. If we can get some Parker Tyus props, I'll be all in because I think this could be a blowout. I know for a fact Phoenix has no backup bigs that are worth, anything. And we might have Drew Lloyd and Kennedy Carter out the game.
Yep.
So Parker Tyus to the moon. So that's how I feel about that one. Flo, what do you think?
Couple of thoughts on this one. One ugly one, which these are all leans. Got to see how the day starts. Drew Lloyd 2 threes feels like it's right there. They give up there's no Kennedy Carter. She should have 4 or 5 3-point volume again. And they give the most threes to guards, most threes in the league. Just feels like, man, Drew Lloyd, just give me 2 threes. I've seen you make 2 threes against this team. I want to say 7 of 8 last year. There's another one, which if the night starts well, I'm blindly taking this and I'm like, listen, y'all, there's no stats that back this up. The numbers don't back this up. It's like I've seen this with my eyes so many times, which is I may just blindly just take Asia Wilson to 16 rebounds, and the 16 is 1280. So Asia Wilson against the Mercury in 2024, 4 games, rebounds, 13, 13, 15, 17. Last year, I won't read you all the numbers. They played them in the finals, but basically 7 matchups last year, over 10 of 6 of 7, and she had an 18, a 16, and 2 14s in the finals. Now, the first game of the year, she only had 4. I mean, maybe they were still celebrating that cool little ring that twist off that Marky Mark got them. That looks so cool. And another ring comes out and you can wear it to dinner. That looked really cool. That's like, oh, the Knicks do something like that. That's like so cool. But yeah, man, like she's just been a rebounding machine against them. And like she's had 2 of the last 3 games where she's only had 5 rebounds in 2 of the last 3. But if you look at overall and you zoom out and look at like, I'm doing this on the fly here, so pardon my math, but I want to say this is like 6 of the last 9, just 3 15 rebound games, a 14 rebound game, and a 12 rebound game in there. So, one of my favorite things to do is a team that's really upset about their defensive effort and how awful things were, and they got to turn it up. And what do? They crash the glass harder. They play better defense. So I looked at that. I won't lie like that. I'm talking myself right into that. I might just take that right now and be like, hey, y'all, listen, I don't care. I'm just taking it to take it. And another one is Clea Copper on the other side because the Aces have no one to check her. And Clea Copper, I don't know if there's going to be any efficiency coming with her, but she's a tryhard and she hates Vegas. We know that. So she's going to shoot that thing like 16 to 18 times. I don't know if it's going in, but she's shooting it. So there's no Sonya Citron with Clea. You know what's about to happen here. Ball going up. So those are threes. Jewel Lloyd's threes, Asia rebounds, and Cop points are like what I kind of looked at here.
Okay. All right. I agree.
I won't hold you. I have to take these rebounds because God forbid I don't, and she slaps them, and someone comes in my mentions like, Flo, you covered my mortgage for the month. Thank you. Don't do that, man. I'm like, don't do that, bro.
Nah, yeah. If you feel like that, you definitely got to take it.
Gotta take the rebounds, bro.
Last game of the night, man. Wings in the Bouts. Yeah, should be a good one. The total 164.5. Wings, 2.5 point dog. You probably get a 3.5 at a pretty good price here. Injury report pretty clean on both sides. Wings coming off a huge win. Bouts haven't been playing the best as of late. But Flo, any thoughts on this one?
This should be a great game, man. Like game of the night. I don't have a play in this one, but we're looking forward to this one. Between like 2 teams, like between Paige, that defense, like don't have really have a thought or play in this one. There's so many games. I'm gonna just sit back and watch this one, but I am looking forward to see like the one I did think about a lot because this Kia Stokes system is going crazy. I could see like Jess Shepard crush her rebounds too. Like she's been a machine, and like everyone's been crashing rebounds if you're a center against the Vouts. So I thought about going to Jess Shepard, but I'm like, let's see how the night goes. Sit back and watch it. So no official for me in this one.
Yeah, Jess rebounds, Salone points off the bench. I think they're gonna need her tonight. Gabby Williams was on a tear before last game, but her threes or her points. And Enrique threes. Definitely Enrique threes is my favorite look. I mean, AZ Fudd can definitely get her threes too. She's been playing really well of late. I mean, it's going under the radar. I think she's got 15 and 3 straight as well too. So I couldn't talk you off of AZ, but I'm gonna go with Enrique. I like Enrique's threes, so that's how I feel about that one. And I'm with Flo. I think this game will end up being a playoff game. This game has one of the highest totals on the board tonight. The Liberty and Sky is 169. The Lynx and the Sparks, obviously, 177. Then the Aces and Mercury game, 170. I think 164 could be too high. I know the Valkyries hit a lot of threes. But when I think Valkyries, I think defense. And I just think this could end up being like a playoff game. I mean, they both can score 80, obviously, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, definitely lean under in that game.
Can I read you something really quick? I'm sorry, I'm not to cut you off or grab this.
Yeah.
Do you know this year Aces wins against teams that are bottom 5 in rebounds? Asia Wilson rebounds 4, 15, 15, 14, 12.
Wow. That's telling you right there. Wow.
Listen, y'all, it's a long season and it's not going as great as I wish it was right now. But yeah, I'm just gonna shoot that one up and see what happens here. So Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot that one up. I'm throwing that one up. Because God forbid that whole thing slap. 532 for 14. Yeah, I'm locking that one in.
Yeah.
Let me do that.
All right, gang. That's that, man. Broke it down, gave you guys some looks, a couple blades, a couple straights. So just to wrap it up, my straight that I gave you guys, I got aces first quarter, first half, 1.5 unit, and I gave you guys a couple blunt money bets too. Flo, what was your straight again? Didn't you have the money line or something?
Yeah, I did John Quell's 3-point ladder, and I also did aces minus. Let me get aces minus 1.5 parlayed with the links minus 2.5 or minus 116. Just two teams that you handle business. Trip to the cup on the line here, so players like to get paid. Board man get paid. Grab boards, Asia, please.
All right, let's run through the comments. Big day in the association for sure. He said if it ain't the Eli and Iverson hater duo, I don't hate Eli. Eli's just not good to me.
I think so too. I think he had a sensational run, but he's overrated to me too.
Yeah, what's good, man? Dream, appreciate you pulling up, man. Will Iverson in the building. See if we can smack a couple more tonight. Malik said he was definitely looking at them John Quell threes. We talked to Keith. Appreciate you pulling up. Felix said issue is Cardoso. She doesn't look like she want to be there. She always be looking like that.
I don't get it. She's so talented too. Like she's not just a lumbering big. Like she's so talented.
Cardoso strikes me as the girl who just had no choice but to play basketball. She's 6'7", like 6'7" in the DR. Well, you're not about to play soccer. They're gonna put you at goalie. Some coach got a hold of her and was like, "Look, you want to, make generational wealth for you want to really provide for your family? I got you." That's what happened. But she don't strike me as somebody who just absolutely loves the game. She doesn't. Cindy Taylor gonna get run. She could be another one that you want to look into if her lines appear off the bench for sure. John Quill points to the matchup looks solid. Yeah, links did open really low. Congrats on the Knicks. Yeah,
thank you, my guy. Much appreciated, man. I still in shock that it actually happened.
Yeah, we're gonna let Flo talk next to the minute here. Flo laughed. Flo had a laugh. What up, man? I hope all is well with you, man. Flintstone in the building. Salute.
Flintstone, man. Blessings to you too, my friend.
Did y'all see that the WNBA schedule be increased? How many games is it now, Flo?
30? It's 40 now. They're going up to 50 next year. Probably also anticipation with the teams coming over the next 2 years too.
She misses Don. Yay, more terrible schedule. All right, Flo, the floor is yours, man. How do you feel about your Knicks? Talk about how happy you are about your Knicks, and then you can transition into why you think Brunson is better than Iverson,
Nash,
and Jason Kidd,
and Kyrie,
Nash,
and James Harden.
Kyrie, all these guys.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
First off, magical, man. Like magical. It's not just to run. It's like the fact of like the city, like what it meant to the city. Just seeing New Yorkers like rallying with each other. It just really felt like a month-long dream. Like everybody between games, like every day, everybody was talking about everywhere you go was about the Knicks. Like I walked around in Midtown yesterday. I had a friend in town, and there's like a dude who saw my Knicks hat, just like gave me a high five. Like, hey man, Knicks are 5. But like it's just the way, like there's been some like dope edits online and just like seeing like the journey and like how far, like you just forget so many memories. Like Mitchell Robinson dunking on Embiid is like now the 9th most important memory of like this run. Like I was like, oh man, like Embiid did do the too small and then Mitch banged it on him on the other end. Pause. Like that was crazy. So that's one. Two, I think it's very selective. Say it again, sorry.
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, me too. Like I remembered it, but like it was like when I was like, oh man, that did happen. It feels like it happened like 4 years ago. But I also say it's very selected that like now that the Knicks magically have like this easy run, y'all were not saying that this entire time. Y'all were telling me that Tyrese Maxey's better than Brunson. I heard Donovan Mitchell's better than Brunson. Like I was going into series saying like, oh man, Knicks had 3 of the top 4 against the Sixers. People in my DMs like I was crazy. Like in my mentions like I was crazy. And also like, I hate to address the haters, but like everyone's like, oh, the Celtics. Like, bro, you think like Neemias Queta was about to stop the Knicks from going to the finals? Like, word? You think Duncan Robinson and Tobias Harris about to stop this train? that's 16-3 and the best plus minus in the history of the NBA. So, nah, man, it feels beautiful, man. Like at the end of the day, man, it's amazing. It's also amazing to see like the progression. Like the Knicks truly like did not skip any steps. Like Brunson got there, they built it organically. Granted, it's not with draft picks, but like they lost in round two times. They lost in the ECF. They lost, and then they made like it was like a natural progression. So, nah, man, it was amazing. It's amazing, man. I just, I can't believe like the trophies in New York. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I like that about their run too. I thought it was a natural progression. It kind of reminded me, OKC was like that too, because I remember OKC struggling with
Dallas,
but New Orleans too. Like that, not struggle, but when they beat, I remember them playing New Orleans. I think they lost to Dallas the next series, but like the Knicks had heartbreaking losses and big wins. So yeah, it's definitely not a flash in the pan success. You can't say they're a flash in the pan for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
I definitely agree with you there. All right, now why do you think Brunson is better than all these guys now?
Couple things. One, we have to acknowledge at some point that this isn't just one run, and it's more so that like this is the most clutch player of this generation. What more do we need to see? He has the most playoff wins since 2021. That's not one run, that's multiple runs. I also think that like a couple things. I've heard people say, and not to call you out, but you said, hey, where's his first team all NBA? First off, we were banging, Knick fans, all of us, were banging this drum 3 years ago, like, yo, y'all are underrating this dude. Y'all have Tyrese Maxey over him. He's way better than Maxey. Y'all have Donovan Mitchell. And I'm like, hey, did you not see that what he did to Donovan Mitchell in Utah? Then he beat him again with the Knicks. People still had Donovan Mitchell. I'm like, bro, what? Then going into this series, people still had him. Yo, 3 times now. Can we get it? I think that the voters, the same voters who said that the Knicks did not have a chance, these are the same people who had him on the second team. You know what's crazy? No, he doesn't have a first team. He just has 3 consecutive second teams. Donovan Mitchell has a first team. You want Brunson or Donovan Mitchell? Exactly. Nobody.
How many first teams does Donovan Mitchell have?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I know he made it over.
He just got that.
We were all incensed when it happened. We're like, this is stupid.
Okay.
We all said it like, this is stupid.
He's got the 1. So Brunson should have 1.
Okay, but it'd be like 1 with 2 second teams. Like what?
Okay. Let's keep that in mind. I hear you. Okay.
Let's also keep it going this. Brunson is winner guy going back to Dallas. Like, forget the Knicks. The dude went head-to-head with Donovan Mitchell in Utah. Utah's the heavy favorite. Luka wasn't there. They won the series. Devin Booker had a lot to say to Jalen Brunson, and what did he do? He promptly sent him home with Luka Doncic in round 2. I would also like to point out that, like, his run, if you just look at it on the outside, is second round, ECF finals. It really should have been second round ECF finals, because the Pacers were better than us last year, but 3 years ago, we were better than them. We were up 2-0 going to Indiana. OG pulled his hamstring. Nembhard hits a hero ball 3. Like, even they'll tell you, like, yo, the Knicks had a better team. Just like everybody got hurt. Nembhard made a crazy 3. Like, so if you just look at, like, I love Allen Iverson and I'm not coming for him, but like a lot of times people just like base the whole thing on like that amazing run he had to the 0-1 finals. And I'm like, yo, I'm not trying to pick a point. He was amazing. He was the regular season MVP. I want to say it was like 32 points a game. Like this, like that Sixers team had bombs. They had George Lynch. They were good role players. They were cool, but like it was Eric Snow, George Lynch, Matt Geiger, Dikembe Mutombo. Like, yo, who are you passing the ball to out of all these people? Like Aaron McKee, like they're okay players. But the thing is, like, he doesn't have multiple runs. Jalen Brunson is also, basketball isn't about just playing basketball. It's about intangibles. It's about being a leader. He's winner guy. This is a guy who switched up his style of play to get his teammates more involved after Game 4 versus the Hawks. He also has accomplished the most impossible feat in the NBA, which is he flipped around the Knicks. How can y'all with a straight face come at my guy JB? Y'all have been in my mentions on all of these streams for 4 years, calling the Knicks losers, chokers, never gonna get right. You're never gonna see a Larry. How many Celtics fans? Oh, no Larry memes. And now the dude who delivers it, LeBron James didn't come here for a reason. LeBron James' attention didn't come here because this was the heaviest uniform in the NBA. Winning in New York is different than winning in Charlotte. It's different than winning in Sacramento. It's different than winning in LA. This is the dude who did it. And he also did it in a historic finals. You're gonna give me, oh, remember that time in the 2001 NBA Finals where no one beat the Lakers, but he beat them that one time? You're right. It was spectacular. They went to overtime. That's a legendary game. You know what's more legendary than that? Coming back from 29 points in the NBA Finals, the most points in a comeback in playoff history. He had 36 points. 36 points. When it's all said and done, and the sun is no longer in the sky, and the NBA no longer exists, they will stack that game over game one of the 01 NBA Finals. That's a fact. 2, his last 2 games in the NBA Finals, he had 81 points. All everybody keeps saying is like, oh, he played so terrible. I agree. He played bad for stretches of it, like game 1, 2, and 3. He had 13 points in game 1 when he was right there when Wemby, that big goof, that overrated best player in the NBA, when he just tossed the damn series away, tossed away game 1. Who grabbed the ball? Jalen Brunson grabbed the ball. Jalen Brunson was the one that was coming down the stretch, bucket after bucket, right over Wemby, cut the lead from 4-1 in game 4. And in game 5, when the money was on the table, when the depoy was staring him in the eye, when everyone told me, oh my God, like the Spurs are going to come back, what happened? 45 points on the road, closeout game, second place is Michael Jordan. How many stats would Michael Jordan and Jalen Brunson tied to them over the last 4 years y'all need to see? How many? Is it because he's 6 foot? Like, I asked my friend who's a Celtics fan, and I said to him, like, yo, I'm not even upset anymore. Is it because he's 6 foot? Like, if he was 6'6", like, you'd be like, holy crap, he's doing the same thing that Michael Jordan did. Y'all just hate short people. That's all I got. Y'all hate short people. I'm over. Thank you for giving me this floor and this opportunity to rant. I'm just tired of it. Like, y'all got to stop disrespecting this dude. What he did is truly historic. Like, y'all always look for a qualifier to put this, that, the third over him. And I see people in James Harden, the biggest choker and loser of our generation. What? Stop it. And you know the crazy thing is, he's 29 years old. If you think this is the last run that dude has left in him, you are mistakenly lost. That's all I got. Banners hang forever. He put one up.
Well, I'll help you out. This is the last run dude has in him. Finals run. In my opinion. I'll give you that. In my opinion. We'll see. This is my thing. He's not better than Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
I'd put Shai over him.
Okay. You think he's better at basketball than Luka Doncic?
I think, what are you asking me? Who's a better basketball player or like whoever?
Yes. Not who's the greater, not who's more
I put Luka over him. I put Luka over him.
Who's the better basketball player?
Luka.
Okay. And that's my whole crux of this argument. Because what Knicks fans are doing, they're arguing accomplishments. Now, it's a cheat code because while Brunson on his way to get that accomplishment, that trump card, he went crazy. So it's like, it's not like Iguodala. It's like, no, nigga, like you said, 40 points a game, and he's done this over time and averaged 30 for the finals and the Jordan stuff. But at the end of the day, this is still just one accolade, one accomplishment is huge, but it doesn't mean because you have that accomplishment that makes you better than people that don't have that accomplishment. It's other things, in my opinion. Now, I want to preface this with I think Brunson is dope. I think Brunson is better than Harden. It's tough for me to put him up there all time. But if you have to, I'll say it. I'll say it. Okay. I'll say Jalen Brunson is better than James Harden. One of the hands down greatest scorers, top 3 to top 7 scorers who ever touched the basketball.
Facts.
Ever.
Facts.
I'll give you that. And that's hard for me to do. But we're not even gonna entertain Iverson. We're not gonna entertain Iverson. We're gonna start because it's I'll get there, but there's so many other places to start. You can't give me Iverson if you can't even give me Luka and Shai, my guy.
First off, time out for a second. Can we stop for a second? This isn't Jalen Brunson's first run. This is the first run y'all start paying attention to. I was calling this dude a killer 3 years ago. I was the dude up here last year when the Knicks went into that Celtics series, and I'm like, yeah, I'd rather have Brunson over Tatum. And everyone laughed at me. And they're like, why? And I'm like, bro, at some point in all these playoff games, it's going to be a one-possession game, and there'll be 4 minutes on the clock. And I have the dude who's the biggest Arya Stark killer in the league, and you guys don't. And what happened at the end of all these games when the Celtics were yakking up 20-point leads? You know, isn't it so crazy? If you saw someone at the scene of a murder crime more than one time, you would deduct, yo, I think that dude's a murderer. You're like, I didn't see him do it, but like he's always there when this thing happens. Last year, the Knicks came back twice on the Celtics, 20-point leads. Brunson was there. This year, against the Cavs, 20-point lead, Brunson was there. 29-point lead against Brunson was it. Why is it that every time the Knicks are down 12 points in the fourth quarter, everyone reaches the same conclusion of damn, the body ain't cold yet because the Knicks are still in this game, even though there's 12-point deficit with 7 minutes to go. It's because they got one of the biggest killers in the history of the NBA. It's 4 years of it.
Flo.
Yes,
My
sir.
point is, I'm talking finals run. Good. He's okay. 4 years, great. Great job, Brunson. 4 years.
What
Good
was
job.
better, Iverson's run or this run?
I'm not gonna do that. I just want to make my point. I'm gonna make my point. Just want to make my point.
I want to be respectful. I want to be
Just want
respectful.
to make my point.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
so shout out to Jalen Brunson. He's not better than Luka. He's not better at basketball than Luka. He's not better at basketball than Shaq.
Okay.
Those are two current people that I don't have all time better. I don't even have them right now as better basketball players. But if you want to say those two are better basketball players than Allen Iverson and Jason Kidd, we can have that argument. But those are his contemporaries. That also speaks to why I don't think Jalen Brunson is going to have the resume, because greatness is a resume. Like in all-time ranking is a resume. Now, if you want to just say this was the greatest run of all time, hey, you can debate till the cows come home. But when you start trying to say that somebody, and I'll read his accomplishments off to you.
He has more accomplishments than Luka, though.
That's fine. Well, that's fine. And I don't even know about that, but that's fine. That's fine. That is fine. But again, I don't want to keep this too much on Luka. I just started with those two to speak to the levity of the legends. Luka and Shea aren't legends yet, Flo. That's my point.
They both could be in the Hall of Fame if like their careers tragically ended today, though.
That's my point. Is they aren't legends, and I'm going to speak to legends.
They aren't.
No, in my opinion, no. Shea isn't a legend to me. Okay. He's an all-time great player. He's not a legend. Let me cook. So Jalen Brunson, he's a 3-time All-Star last 3 years, and we don't want to put.
Should have been 4, but he got screwed. But continue.
Yeah, and I don't want to. I'm just giving you guys pure numbers, because what we got to do here is we got to stop. If we just pure numbers, because everybody, just like we can say, oh, well, if Brunson wasn't sitting behind Luka, well, clearly they didn't think you were better. They're not gonna just bench you.
And I thank Mark Cuban every day for thinking that thought. I appreciate you, man.
But the point is, we're not gonna say, oh, well, he should have had 3 more years to see what he would have did. Obviously, the people in the league, the whole league, and they were wrong. But obviously they didn't view him that way, so he didn't have that opportunity. The same way you could say, well, if Allen Iverson would have had a Karl Anthony Towns and an OG Anunoby and went against a 22-year-old, a team led by a 22-year-old, instead of 2 of the top 10 players of all time, he would have had the greatest finals.
That's a disingenuous argument, bro. Like, it's disingenuous. I'm gonna let you cook. I'm gonna let you cook.
The point is, I don't want to. We're not doing that. We're going to put everything on its face, because we could be here all day doing what could have happened. Brunson had his team, had his opponent. He did what he was supposed to do. But this is his career. He's a 3-time All-Star. He's a 3-time All-NBA second team member, 3 times. So not just Donovan Mitchell, that 1 year, 3 times. He's the clutch player of the year this year. He's an NBA Cup MVP, NBA Cup champion. We'll give them all that, a Finals MVP, an Eastern Conference Finals MVP, and an NBA champion. But the main thing that, for the people who don't know, all NBA is what universally the 5 best players in the league are generally all NBA players, first team. That's just how the league generally views it. This is why Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Duncan, these guys have 12, 14, 15 all NBA first team selections, because there's not a debate over a long time in their career, not 3 years, not 5 years, decades worth of work. I'm seen as one of the top 5 players in the league. Okay, not one run. Okay, so there's levels.
This argument, though. I'm not to cut you off, but keep going.
There's levels. Now, I'll give you Jason Kidd. Co-rookie of the
he clearly has passed Jason Kidd. We got to stop.
No, not even
clearly
close.
Has passed
not
Jason
even close. Flo, let me cook. Not even close. Not even. He hasn't even.
Because of some first teams.
Flo, let me cook. He hasn't even been close to passing Jason Kidd. Not close. Jason Kidd, champion, NBA champion.
He was the 8th best player on the team.
Hey, Flo. Thank you for that context. He also went against. He also had a key role in that series. He had a key role. He did have a key role for them. Jason
He
Kidd.
was the eighth best player on the team. Eighth is tough. He was like sixth.
Look, and he beat the super team Heat.
He didn't beat him, bro. JJ Barea was locking down LeBron. All right,
I hear you.
Keep going.
Sound like a lot of coping. I ain't coping yet.
It's just different when you're the man ripping out the heart of the defensive player of the year and you're the sixth man on the team.
I'll give Brunson that. I just want to finish cooking. I couldn't even get past the first line with Jason Kidd. That's how I know. Okay. NBA co-rookie of the year. So we didn't have to wait 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. We knew it coming out the water with Jason Kidd. 10-time All-Star. Not 2, 3, 4-time All-Star. 10-time All-Star, but who cares? 5-time All-NBA first team.
Cool story.
Including 4 seasons in a row. So for 4 straight years, I was seen as one of the top 5 players in the league. This guy doesn't even have one yet. I digress. All NBA second team once, but this is the crucial thing and why we're going to stop this. And this is not even an argument, and I'll quickly move on to Steve Nash. This isn't an argument for this, the same reason why people don't ever disrespect Kobe with Steph Curry. 4-time All-NBA defensive first team. 5-time All-NBA defensive second team. Brunson will never in his life ever be associated with that. I'll let you respond 1 second. But outside of that, also ranked second all time in career steals. Both sides of the floor. Ranks third all time in regular season career assists behind Stockton and Chris Paul. He also led the NBA in assists 5 times. This is domination. Now, again, if you want to continue to fall back on this crutch of one run, nobody's here to debate if Jalen Brunson has the greatest run of all time. We're here to debate who's the greater and better player. Jalen Brunson is not the better. That's what we're debating. So, again, nobody's taking the run away from Jalen Brunson. But Jalen Brunson has never been seen as one of the top 5 or even maybe top 10.
Right. And you keep saying that, but I'm like, okay, we now have the privilege of results. The same people who told me the entire year that first team Cade was better, right? So you would look back at this entire thing that just happened and be like, yeah, Cade was better. The same dude who should have lost in 7 games in round 1 to the Magic and Franz. You think Cade was better than that dude because he made a first team, right? That's why
I said we're not going to do hypotheticals because I'm sure.
Okay, cool. He lost. Okay, cool. Forget hypotheticals. He got smoked in game 7 at home to James Harden and Donovan Mitchell. Who had a better year?
What? Who?
That's what happened. Cade Cunningham on his home floor lost by 30 plus points to James Harden. Who had a better year?
Jason Kidd has been seen as one of the best defenders in the league 9 times.
This
he
is
also
what bothers
led the league in assists 5 times and is seen as one of the top 5 players in the league 4 straight years. He's not better. He's not better than that. He doesn't even have a better resume than that. What he does have is a better finals run. And we can leave it there.
That's a better everything.
No, he doesn't.
First off,
he doesn't. He doesn't do anything better at basketball than Jason Kidd.
He does multiple things better than Jason Kidd. That's not even true. That's a lie. Come on. I'll let you walk that one back. That's a lie.
No, except for score.
His name was Ace and Kidd in his prime because he had no jump shot. What?
Flo,
they called him Ace and Kidd.
Flo, I said score. But basketball is more than scoring. He's not a better passer.
Who had a better impact on offensive basketball in their prime at their best?
Jason Kidd.
How can you see? He has numbers compared to Michael Jordan, Oscar Robertson, and Jerry West. Jason Kidd never did that.
That's a one run. We're talking your career.
He's done that in each of the last 3 playoffs.
3. We're talking your career. Now do it 4 more times.
He's 29 years old in the smack dab of his prime.
By the time Jason Kidd was 29.
Bro, can I ask you a question?
NBA 4 damn times. What are you
talking about?
I
love you, bro. I love you. But bro, this is a dude who did it each of the last 3 playoffs. Are you telling me that you think that he's magically going to stop doing it now after getting Finals MVP? He's clearly going to do this again till he's 33 years old. He's clearly going to go on multiple ECF and make another Finals before it's done. Like, can we stop?
My
Can we stop, please?
You can tell the future. When it happens, I'll have you back on stream. But
I don't need to tell the future. I just know that the dude has scorched people for 3 years in the playoffs.
3 years. Congratulations on your 3-year marriage. We got people that have been having a successful marriage for 15 years. Catch up. Do
you know what the worst part about it? The beauty. This is what bothers me. I love you. What you just did is like what I always say that people aren't going to realize until this dude retires. It's because it has to look a certain way for you. You can't just appreciate the dude for what he is. Like, for example, right? You talk about defense. Okay, where does it say that you have to be an all-NBA defender to be a top 10 player? Where does it say that? You don't need to be great on both sides of the ball because there are plenty of players who have won championships who are horrid defenders. James Harden, we could still say that he was one of the top 5 scorers and one of the greatest scorers ever, and we don't have to throw in that he was a cone on the other side.
Let me answer that question for you. This is who says that. The people who determine who's a better basketball player. Because Flo, if it was only about scoring, I can say
not about just scoring. You're missing the whole beauty of Jalen Brunson.
Flo, it is because that's literally the only thing that he does better than Jason
Kidd. No, it's not.
It is.
Can I tell you what else he does?
Facilitator.
Can I tell you what else he does?
Better defender. Basketball is defense, shooting, and basically general stuff.
You're wrong.
That's it.
No, you're wrong.
What does Brunson do besides that better than Jason Kidd?
Thank you.
He's not a better rebounder than Jason Kidd. He's not a better defender than Jason Kidd. He's clearly not half the passer as Jason Kidd. He's a better scorer.
Can I answer the question?
Flo.
Can I answer the question? Can I answer the question?
Please, I'm all ears.
Bill Simmons, I love Bill Simmons. He wrote a book called The Book of Basketball. And in the Book of Basketball, he talks about a time that he went to Las Vegas, I want to say, and sat with Isaiah Thomas. And they talked about this concept called the secret of basketball that everyone misses. And the secret of basketball isn't that it's not just about stats, numbers, whatever. I'll save the long part of reading this 500-page book. The point is that there's so many intangibles in basketball that lead to championship teams, which are called leadership, players liking each other, players playing together, sacrifice. The biggest thing that I feel that people miss, right? I gave you the politically correct answer when I said that Luka is better at basketball than Brunson. However, if you told me I have, knowing everything I know now, need to get into the DeLorean and go back to 2020 and save the Knicks again, and I get the choice of picking Brunson or Luka, I would pick Brunson because there's something to be said for Luka needing to be shamed to get into shape and to lose 30 pounds. There's also something to be said that he needs to be shamed to be told to move his feet on defense and to not be fat and to not drink beer and to not smoke hookah in the middle of a playoff run.
Now do that.
You may say to me, hey, that has nothing to do with basketball. I would look at you and be like, no, that stuff actually does matter. Being a good leader matters.
Flo, do me a favor. We got to stay on cue. And I don't want to stay on Jason Kidd, but we'll agree to disagree. But all that's cute. But again, Jason Kidd was literally known for being Mr. Intangible.
He is
so
Mr.
your
Intangible.
point, let me finish, Flo. That's why your point is mute. Because again, you cannot name that intangible stuff doesn't work with somebody who's certified, one of the greatest point guards, one of the greatest leaders, certified of all time. Certified, led his team.
The Nets were a dog water franchise. He turned them around. I'm not taking that away from him.
So you can't use that with him. He ain't no Luka. He ain't no you can't. Because he was Mr. Intangible, and he was clearly something that Brunson is a negative on defense. He's one of the best.
Jason Kidd had his negatives too, if you're being fair.
Jason,
the Spurs literally left him wide open in the finals to shoot 3-pointers, and he couldn't make any.
He had his weaknesses shooting, but that was erased by his efficiency and his passing on offense.
Right. You sound just like me, but inverse. I'm saying, first off, Jalen Brunson is not as bad as defenders y'all make it out to be, because I know you guys hate this thing called stats.
Better than Jason Kidd.
I never said he was better than Jason Kidd.
That's the point.
No, time out.
Better than Jason Kidd.
No, whenever everyone
and leading the team to the finals and getting
Let me ask you something. You don't hold on. You don't think that Jalen Brunson being the scariest MF in this damn league when it's under 6 minutes offsets the fact that he's not an amazing defender?
I feel you.
Who is the scare? Hold on. You answer one of my questions for once. Hold on. Tie game 5 minutes ago. Who? Name me the 3 players you won the league over Jalen Brunson. Name me 2 people you won over him. Two.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
All right, you got it.
Oh yeah.
You got it. Yeah, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. You're just wrong. You're just wrong.
Now listen.
You're just wrong.
Brunson
He's holding the damn trophy right now.
Listen,
He was the underdog going into the series, and everyone told me they played no one. You haven't played the East. Wait till you step up to the big leagues. Here comes the sweep. What happened? What happened? I know you didn't say that. But I know you saw it though. I know you saw people say that.
Knicks in 6 or Spurs in 7.
They won the series in 5 games and won 3 in San Antonio. No one thought that would happen.
Great run. Good job. But Flo, hold on. That's just kid. He's not even close. But listen.
Don't talk to me about Steve Nash because Steve Nash plays worse defense than Jalen Brunson.
I know. This is why you might have a – just let me real quick.
Might have a case for the dude who's the finals MVP, one of the greatest finals performances of all time. I might have a case.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to list Steve Nash, then I'm going to give you the floor. I'm just going to read his stuff real quick, then I'm going to give you the floor, okay?
Sure, go for it.
I'm going to read his stuff. It's going to take less than 30 seconds. Then I'm going to give you the floor.
Yes, sir.
2-time MVP. We know that was fraud, but we're not playing that game.
Thank you. Okay.
We know it was
glad
fraud.
you said that. Thank you.
We know it was fraud, but we said no hypotheticals. We know it was fraud. Okay.
Well, we know one is bogus, though, right? We could say at least one of them is bogus, right?
Sure. Both of them bogus. One should have been Shaq's, one should have been Kobe's. I digress. 2 MVPs, 8-time All-Star, 7 All-NBA selection, 3 first team, 3 second team, 2 third team. He led the league in assists 5 times, 4 times. He was 50, 40, 90. He's the only player in NBA history to shoot at least 50% from the field, 40% from 3, and 90 from the free throw line in 4 separate seasons.
Somehow regular season stats mean more than playoff stats because there's playoff stats Jalen Brunson has that only he's done. I never hear you say those. First off, you keep coming back. You keep coming back to this all NBA thing, and like I have a huge problem with it because these are the same people who looked at you and I in the face and said, Jalen Duren, 3rd team All NBA, Cat, no NBA. Please stop it. Stop it. Jalen Duren is a freaking Cade merchant. Anyone who watched the games knew that when Cade was out, Duren like come on. Like,
did you miss Cat's last 5 games of the finals? What are you talking about?
No, the All NBA is based off of the regular season. The All NBA is based off of the regular season. Yes or no?
Cat
had a better regular season than Jalen Duren did.
Bro, keep going, Flo. You don't want to pull up them 2 stats. You don't want to pull up Cat.
I'm pulling up common sense. Who had a better regular season, Cat or Jalen Duren? I had the same argument with Finesse the Books. I'm like, bro, Cat clearly is better than this dude and does more than this guy. Like, what are you talking about?
Bro, Duren was 20 and 12. What are you talking about?
Right, but the context. Okay, I thought we weren't just looking at numbers on a page and we were doing like, hey, he's 20 and 12 because a lot of it is due to Cade gravity and Cade is an amazing passer.
Okay.
If I put Jalen Duren on the Knicks, do you think he'd be 20 and 12? No. He like what gets me is we base so much of this because like a lot of these voters like since when are the writers the dictators of like who the best players in the league are and like who should be on first team, second team? Like they gave Steve Nash the MVP over Kobe.
I'll answer that. They get it wrong sometimes, but for the most part, people know Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a better guard than Jalen Brunson. So I'm
giving you that. But like, if you said who would I rather have as a basketball player, I'd rather have Jalen Brunson because you know what the truth is? Over Luka. Over Luka. Okay. Because the thing that you guys keep doing is like, sorry, I'm gonna give you like a heart attack there. I should have been better. My bad. The thing that you miss is like Charles Barkley once had a great line where he said, I once thought I was the best player in the NBA until I played Michael Jordan, and I realized that that's the best player in the NBA. That's what I'm kind of telling you what his intangibles. I'm not saying Jason Kidd doesn't have A+ intangibles. I'm just telling you that Jalen Brunson has A++ intangibles. This is a dude. I know we're not in the business of giving Jalen Brunson credit for things, but you do kind of have to give him credit for having the vision of sacrificing over 100 M's and not just sacrificing it, but essentially in a roundabout way saying, hey, I'm giving back these 100 M's. Go get my best friends because we're going to all win together. And then he delivered the city a championship that hasn't won in 53 years. The same city that LeBron James didn't want to come to. The same city that Kevin Durant needs to go across the bridge. Like, I'm sorry. All championships aren't the same. This one means more the same way that the LeBron Cavs one means more. The same one that you know, when Jalen Hurts and Nick Foles won those titles in Philly, those mean more. It's not the same. Newsflash, everyone. Jalen Brunson's 1 ring in New York means more than KD's 2 in Golden State. Deal with it. Deal with it. So that's all I'm saying.
Okay, but he's still not better than Jason Kidd. But Steve Nash, so he's better than Steve Nash.
You're talking to me about one dude who's never made the finals, one because he kind of got screwed by the league because of that stupid suspension. But these dudes haven't won championship. Like, you can give me all these accolades. I'm sorry. Game 5, 45 points on the road to snatch their heart out is worth more than 3 first-team All-NBAs. Can we please be real for a second?
Okay,
the point of all of this is to win the trophy. It's not
Flow.
20 first-team All-NBAs. Cool. He's in big games. Like Harden.
Okay, so if they lost the finals, is he?
They didn't. They won it though.
I'm asking a question.
Sure.
If he lost the finals, is he better than Steve Nash?
No, he's not better than Steve Nash, but he won the finals. That's the point. And another point is,
happy you said that,
bro. You're being
okay.
so disingenuous. The dude is 29. When he's 35, barring injuries, he too will have 8 All-Stars, 3 first teams.
We'll see.
5 seconds. We'll see. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Well, Flo,
he's one of the 8 best players of a generation. You don't know?
He'll have the All-Stars. I don't think he might have 2 All-NBA first teams. And it won't matter. What will matter is, will he have another finals MVP? Then that'll kill all this shit. But I don't think he will. And I don't think you think he will either.
I think the Knicks are going to make another finals appearance in the next 3 years. Absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because I'm sitting here right now, and no disrespect, because I'm going to bring it full circle, right? I'm not here to knock down AI. You made the finals. It was a great run. However, I would also like to point out that the 5 years post Jordan, the East was horrible. The East was horrible. Like, his biggest competition in the second round, because as much as you want to talk about like how bad that AI's cast was, I'm sorry, Vince Carter's cast had like Alvin Williams and the Junkyard Dog. Like, he wasn't exactly playing the Tatum Celtics here. The conference finals, first off, a lot of people would say that the Bucks got a raw whistle because David Stern did not want Lakers Bucks in their finals. A lot of people, I'm not one, but a lot of people say that. AI was still legendary and amazing, but he beat Sam Cassell, Baby Ray Allen, who wasn't Ray Allen yet, Big Dog Robinson and Irvin Johnson. Like, bro, like who? Like, for example,
listen, and that's the thing, because I agree with everything you're saying except for that Bucks team. You are really
they got screwed that series.
They had 3 guys that averaged 20 points a game,
and they got screwed by the NBA the same way that the Sacramento Kings in 01 got screwed by the NBA.
All I'm saying is don't underestimate that team and say Iverson's run was easy when he had to beat 3 dudes that was like bucket getters. Sam Cassell was an NBA champion.
You want to see how I could dead this in 2 seconds?
What?
So if you had to give me best teams that Allen Iverson has ever beaten in the playoffs, that's probably the answer, right?
What do you mean?
Who's the best team that Allen Iverson's ever beaten in the playoffs?
In a series. Maybe Utah.
Okay, I won't even go to this. I won't even go to this year. I'm going to Jalen Brunson's best hits. Isn't last year's Boston Celtics better than every team in that 0-1 run?
Flo, are you arguing team success here?
No, I'm just arguing like people I have to beat in a series on the floor. The other team, even though I'll give you everything. Drew Holiday had a bad knee. Jaylen Brown needs to have arthroscopic surgery because I think he had a meniscus injury. Tatum got hurt at the end of Game 5. I'm giving you all that. Are you really going to sit here with a straight face and tell me that like that Bucks team was better than last year's Celtics? Because you say the disingenuous thing that everyone says, well, it's one run. And I'm like, well, he didn't make the finals last year, but I would like to point out he beat the Celtics, lost to the Pacers, a Pacers team that, like, if Hallie doesn't get hurt, very likely probably wins the championship or is right there to win the title. So it's not like a knock to be like, oh, you lost to the Pacers. I'm like, bro, they almost won the title. Like, that's not insulting.
Hey, newsflash, buddy.
But he's only had one run, though. One run.
Newsflash, buddy.
AI's had 0 runs.
That's fine.
AI's had 0 runs. One is more than 0.
The way this, and we'll get, he's not even worth talking about AI. We'll do Chauncey Billups.
He's not worth talking to AI?
He's not even worth it, Flo. But hey.
What was AI shooting percentages in that NBA Finals? Since everyone likes to talk about Brunson shooting, what was AI shooting percentages?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Why does it matter? I thought stats mattered. I just you talk for 5 minutes telling me about like how all NBAs matter, first teams matter, but now shooting percentages somehow don't matter.
I would say a different era, different defenders. I mean, who knows?
NBA was worse in 2001 than it is today.
I mean, there was a point where Brunson had the worst shooting percentage in the finals, and I came on this stream and said I don't care. Through game 3, he had the worst shooting percentage.
Right, and then he turned into a killer and shot 50% over the last 2 games and averaged 40.5 points.
My point is, I don't care about that. Because if you have to take all the shots, you got to take all the shots. The difference is Brunson had an OG, he had a Mikal, he had a cat to fall back and help. And AI did.
Brunson had a dog water team the day he walked in. What are we talking about? His second best player was Julius Randle, who shot civil rights numbers in the playoffs. Are we serious? The dude almost made the ECF with dog water.
I'm talking about the finals.
You give AI these brownie points that you don't give to Brunson. Brunson's third best player was RJ Barrett. His fourth best player was Josh Hart. His fifth best player was Quinn Grimes. They all sucked in the Heat series.
We're not here to talk about the history of the
now we can't talk about the past. Okay. Yeah, we can conveniently only talk about this one.
The reason why I was so happy you said that, because you proved that this year's run is literally the crux of your Brunson GOAT argument. This year. So let's keep it this year.
Oh, no. My argument is that, like, hey, isn't it amazing what happens when your second best player isn't Julius Randle and your third best player isn't RJ Barrett? Yeah. I'm sorry that he can't do it by himself and he dare have another good player with him. I'm sorry.
Bro, yes or no? The Knicks have top 3 best starting lineups in the league. Yes or no?
Nobody was saying this 1 month ago.
Yes,
I was saying it, but nobody was saying this.
Okay, I'll just ask the question.
You were not saying this 1 month ago.
Yes or no?
And the answer to this question is no.
Okay.
The answer to this question is no. Okay, I felt that way, but like I was up here saying, I'm like, oh, I think we're going to the finals. Everyone laughed at me.
Who's got a better starting 5 than the Knicks?
OKC.
You sure? You sure?
Yeah, the OKC probably wins the title if they're not hurt this year.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Let me ask you a question. Who else? Who's a better starting lineup, the Knicks or the Spurs?
Knicks. And I spoke about this. And this is the thing about.
Was anyone saying this before the finals?
That's the beauty about a stream, because you can my stuff is all on tape, big dog.
One more question: were any of the writers, who go first, were any of those writers saying that the Knicks had a better starting 5?
I don't know what they were saying. I know what I was saying. I can speak to me. I'm telling you how I feel, and I said the reason why I thought the Spurs were ultimately more talented as a team, like deeper as a team, because they got people coming off the bench, Harper and Keldon Johnson, and I'm missing somebody that's coming. The young boy coming off the bench. But
Carter Bryant.
The whole reason, Carter Bryant. My whole reason why I said I think the Knicks, they're gonna have to win it early. I don't think they can win a game 7, is because they are grown men and they don't have a weakness in their starting lineup. So the whole starting lineup is dudes that been in the league 10 years, going against dudes that's literally could be in March Madness this year, outside of stupid De'Aaron Fox. So if you look at the Knicks starting lineup, now again, that don't mean that people can't flake. OG can disappear for a game or 2. Mikal can disappear for 3 or 4 games. Cap can disappear for. I'm just saying. I always thought the Knicks starting lineup was it. I just thought the bench was going to be when it was over. I just thought the bench was going to do it. But what I want to say, Flo, the thing with Steve Nash compared to Brunson, and I can almost get there. Almost get there. Do you think Jalen Brunson will ever finish top 5 in MVP voting? Or has he already?
Absolutely, I think he will.
Has he already?
I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know off the top of my head.
He actually might have. So I don't want to say that.
Yeah, you're fair.
Because it's one thing to say Nash doesn't deserve the MVPs, but he definitely deserved to finish top.
Because I also think we now live in a world now where we can get past the stupidity of Tyrese Maxey's better than Jalen Brunson. Like, I would hope we no longer have to have that conversation. Because you have to understand, for the last 3 years, I've had to hear this stupid conversation, even though he eliminated the dude. And I was like, saying like, yo, man, it's easier when you're the second dude, not the first dude. And look at last year's Sixers. When Joel Embiid was out, that team almost made the lottery because Tyrese Maxey was not ready to carry the load. Pause. And we saw in this playoffs, hey, man, I know he was hurt. And I knew like it wasn't fair because they had no bench. So he had to play 46 minutes. That sucked. But like Tyrese Maxey didn't look like what Jalen Brunson looked like when he played with RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes and Isaiah Hardenstein and Josh Hart, and the offense has to start beginning with you, and you're playing with Tom Thibodeau, so of course you're playing 45 minutes, and the offense lacks all creativity, so you have to take 27 isolation shots. Oh yeah, nothing. That's nothing. All I know is along the entire way, everyone keeps telling me he wasn't as good. Year one, he's not as good as Donovan Mitchell. What happened? He's not as good as Joel Embiid. He's not as good as Jason Tatum. He's not as good as Cade Cunningham. He's not good as anyone. And going to say, he's not good as Wembanyama. Okay, who's he better than? He's better than no one. The dude who won the Finals MVP and won the Finals and it was never better than anyone. All right.
I want to end it on these two notes.
Yes, sir.
One. Yeah, I thought he had one.
Okay. All right. Yeah, makes sense.
I want to finish on these two notes. One, I think that you are in a Knicks echo chamber. So I think if you ask the majority of the country, I think they would tell you that they would take Maxey because he's what, 5 years younger, 4 years younger. But
no,
I
he
don't
said he was a better player today.
Well, I disagree because I don't feel that way. Now, where you got me is, and you still might have me, I just think Cade Cunningham is going to be incredible.
Listen, I'm the person that said that I think Cade's winning multiple rings. I think he's going to be like baby LeBron in like 2-3 years when you get some help with him. Like, so, you can get Trey Murphy and one other player. Like, I can see the Pistons in the finals next year.
I will admit there, but I wasn't a guy who was like, even with, if people want to say that Brunson is better than Luka because Brunson did this in the finals, I don't think so. But I'll give that. I just don't think Brunson is better than he's better than Cade. Now I don't think he will be better than Cade.
I agree with you on that.
Eventually be better, and I think that Shea is better and will always be better. I think Luka's better, but Jalen's great. Jalen's greater than Luka Doncic, and there's a difference there. Like, and it's levels to it. Like, T-Mac is better than a lot of NBA players. He's not greater than a lot of NBA players because he don't got the rings in the.
I'm gonna put you on the spot because I'm gonna expose this whole thing. I'm like the Joker. I get the pile of money and I'm ready to burn the whole thing down. Right today, who's a better player, Jalen Brunson or Victor Wembanyama?
Today,
right now, right this second, because I'm talking about like I'm gonna like you got to give it to Wemby, right? He's the defensive player of the year. Jalen Brunson doesn't play defense. His team won more games. They won 60 games. Was it Wemby first team All NBA? Was it Wemby like top 4 MVP? So it's clearly Wemby. He's the best player. Brunson doesn't have any of those things.
I can answer for you, and it's a very layered answer, but it's going to be quick. I'd take Brunson if I had to win a game today. I'd take Brunson in a game 7, whatever. If I had to play a game today, Wemby's better, and Wemby's got way more potential. Why do I say Wemby's better? Just because Wemby's gravity on defense alone, and Wemby may give you 30 and 10 on the other end. Wemby you can build your whole defense around Wemby.
He shot the right numbers in the
that's not good enough for me to take one game tonight because one game for all the money.
What about for an NBA Finals? If you had to play the NBA Finals back again, you're telling me you would take Wemby over Brunson?
Do you really want to do this, Flo?
I absolutely will. First off, let's talk about. Hold on, time out.
Let's talk about your teammates in the
because time out for a second. You did the thing. Hold on.
Let's talk about a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old, a 23-year-old.
You know so crazy. I asked a simple question, and we have to move the line to like their age, potential, the future. I didn't ask any of those things. I said today, who's a better player? Because you know what? I know like this camera's on in 1080p. I know all of you guys love stat sheets and you love that, like, you don't care about intangibles. And like, I get it. I'm the Brunson guy. I'm the Knicks homer. So you're going to think like, of course I'm going to say these things. But I do think that there's something to be said for Victor Wembanyama at the end of that WCF being way too excited. Go look at the Knicks at the end of all these games series. Be like, they beat the Cavs. No one's smiling. They beat the Sixers. No one's smiling. They're up 2-0 in the finals. No one's smiling. It's 0-0. I think that having a killer attitude matters. I think that Wemby, he's going to learn from this. I think he's getting too much blame in the media, and he's harsh. He's like a baby. Like, he's going to get better from this. But his attitude sucks, and it permeates his team. He didn't give the Knicks credit at any point in any game. Forget the handshake. Listen to these post-game press conferences. You just blew a 29-point lead in the finals, and all you're saying is, if I just play normal, we'll be fine. Everybody knows we're going to win the next 3. Like, I'm sorry, but when it comes to sports, messaging and being a leader matters. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm from the school of Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter wasn't better than A-Rod, but Derek Jeter was mentally a stronger player. Tom Brady wasn't a better, more athletic player than Peyton Manning. He was mentally stronger and could beat you on guile and guts. I just think that this dude, we saw him collapse multiple times, and that's why it's insulting. Because at the end of the day, everyone loves to look at cute stats and potential and what could be. Game 1, he threw away the game. When that 29-point lead was happening, the Spurs had the ball up 1 point with 1 minute to go. He bricked 2 free throws. Who gets to get away with that? Game 4, Game 5, the season is over. There are 5 minutes left. It is a 1-possession game. The man needs a rest because he can't play past 30 minutes. Yes, I will grant you that in 3-4 years, it'll be his league. He'll be smarter intellectually. He'll be more well-conditioned. He'll learn a post move. You cannot give me a dude who does not have a move set to memory as better than Jalen Brunson, who has a bag that dwarfs this dude. Brunson was going right at this dude because he was tired. Wemby has, let me say this louder, because I don't think you heard me. Wemby has no bag. There's a reason why they stuck cat on him and dared him to go in the post.
It's because Wemby's 170 pounds. That's why.
He has no post moves.
That's why.
You hold on. You think Wemby has a post game? You think Wemby has a post game?
Wow.
I would say, hold on. I was saying this 3 months ago.
170 pounds.
What does 170 pounds have to do with having footwork?
Oh, he does. He's got a turn.
You could be 50 pounds and have footwork and know what move you're about to do. He has no bag.
Look,
listen, all I know is you get to throw away a finals in game 1. You get to miss 2 free throws and have the biggest collapse in playoff history. You get to sit on the bench because you can't go past 30 minutes, and it's cool because you don't play for the Knicks.
This is the thing. No,
he never gets blamed.
Everything
he's the greatest no matter what happens.
Everything that Wemby said. First of all, Wemby's, like you said, Wemby's getting the blame as he should. Second of all, you're right. In 3 years, it'll be his league. Third of all, he should say what he's been saying. If I'm winning, if I literally gave up the largest finals comeback in history, if I literally threw 1 game away, if I literally messed another game up, like, I'm gonna say what it is. I'm not saying that we're better than them. I'm just saying if I don't do that, I feel like we win. Because that's what everybody can see. That's what everybody can see. I'm not about to get mad at him for saying what everybody can see. Most people, the Spurs could have easily
shot like 2 for 17 in 4th quarters in the series.
Yeah, he struggled. Yeah,
that doesn't matter.
This is true. So what he said is true. If I would have played like I normally do, like I did against,
he doesn't normally play well because he's fucked in all the 4th quarters. He normally is bad. He was bad in all of them.
Not against OKC, he wasn't. So that's my point. That's why he can say that, because I just beat a team that most would say is better than this Knicks team by literally taking a bunch of shots in the 4th quarter. So that leads me to believe if I just play like I know I'm capable of playing, we can beat this team, especially because this team has not had 1 game where they put belt to ass. Every game we come out and hop on these niggas.
Do you know why they do that, by the way? Do you know why the Spurs always start every game of double digits?
Down. So I'm feeling like if every game they walk us down, then I can play better and stop that from
They get walked down every game because their style of play lends them to get walked down. If you start every game,
the point is I'm still the style of play is getting me up 15 on you.
It's not sustainable. That's like saying, hold on, time out. That's like saying, like, I'm stealing this from Bill Simmons too. That's like saying the 25-year-old who goes out drinking and has 5 drinks at 8, 5 drinks at 9, 5 drinks at 10, but by 1 o'clock can barely stand up. Well, no, duh, you had 5 drinks at 8, 9, and 10. That's the Spurs. When you start the game playing pressure full court defense and fast neck offense, yes, by the 3rd quarter, you might be a little tired. By the 4th quarter, you might not have any legs. If you saw the end of game 5, Dylan Harper bricked 2 free throws because he was dead tired.
They just beat OKC and Minnesota doing the same thing.
Okay. No, they didn't. OKC plays a slower grinder, like the game played at a quicker pace in the finals.
Play that fast pace. They're trying to push it up.
Also, be real. If
Caruso was in the finals, all of them went over in the conference finals. What are you talking about?
If OKC has J-Dub and AJ, the Spurs aren't in the finals. Can we be honest?
Okay.
Oh, we all get to talk about how easy the Knicks run is, but we don't get to talk about Wemby playing the Blazers and 8 and 1 leg and no Dante. That's convenient.
No,
that's convenient.
No, we don't.
That Wolves team had no one for them, but we don't get to talk about that. But we could talk about the Knicks playing an injured Joel Embiid, though, right?
That's what happens when you're 22. No, we don't talk about that. We don't.
All right. Okay, so the Spurs caught no breaks. The Spurs caught no breaks, right?
You've been doing this for 3 years, then but you're 22.
The Spurs caught no breaks, though, right?
Literally your first playoff run, and you.
What does that have to do with the questions? Whether it's year 1, 5, or 10, the Spurs caught a massive break by playing 8 with 1 leg. We all know that. They played. J-Dub didn't play. That's a huge break. So AJ Mitchell didn't play. That's a huge break.
What's happening next season?
I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
They're gonna beat their ass.
Why does every defense? Why does every defense of this dude deal with a hypothetical that's gonna happen 6 months, 12 months, 4 years? What about what's happening right now? Do you know
what's happening right now?
I'm reading this amazing book, and it's called About Mindfulness, and it talks about the power of being in the moment. Why can we never be in the moment? In this moment, Wemby had an easy road to the finals. Yes or no? You know what the truth about it is true? I'm not trying to knock this dude. He's never going to have an easier road to the finals than he will in his entire life than right now.
No, that's not true.
That's a fact. That's a fact because Ant's coming back. OKC is coming back. Luka's going to have a better team. This is the easiest road he will ever have in his life.
No, that's not true. And I'm not, obviously, I'm a Laker fan. That's not true. And you know why that's not true? For one, he's going to be better. For two, the Spurs have the literal best cap situation in the league outside of OKC. And the difference
is the road being easier has nothing to do with what your team looks like. It's who you're playing. The road will never be easier than the one he just had.
Again, yes, it will, because what makes roads easier is if I have a goddamn H3 Hummer. So the road can be.
But if you had an H3 Hummer playing the 96 Bulls, then the 01 Lakers, and then the 26 Knicks, that's a harder road, even if your team is more souped up, though. That's a harder road.
It is, but if we wanted those ones, if we wanted them teams. See, the thing is, I led my team to the finals at 22. I also have a certified dog that's 20 years old.
You keep doing this thing, talk about hypotheticals, but we don't talk about what's actually happening.
I'm talking hypothetical because you're talking hypotheticals. You don't know what's going to happen.
You're right. I also listen, I'm not wishing.
Let's talk hypothetical.
No, I'm not. Hold on.
10-time All-Star. Dylan Brooks, top 5 NBA player in 5 years.
We don't know this. We don't know this. We don't know this.
Hypotheticals,
we don't know this. We don't know this. I think it's going to happen, bro. I think it's going to happen, but the truth is, this is the truth. I'm not wishing.
Long as you think it's going.
I'm not wishing injury upon the dude because that'd be classless. I would never do that. But you would be a little foolish to just say, "Yeah, I just know that a 7'6", 7'7" big is just gonna stay healthy for the next decade." That's kind of crazy. When the history of the league literally shows that, once you get past 7'2", 7'3", it's kind of a dice roll. You could stay healthy, but a lot of 7'6", and he's already shown propensity for injuries too. Brother, it's not like he's been
all we need
clean his entire career.
All we need is 8 out of the next 12 years, big dog.
Oh, that's all.
That's it.
Just 8.
That's it.
Just 8.
That's it.
Okay.
Ask Jalen Brunson what one run can do. Ask Jalen Brunson what one run can do. Ask Jalen Brunson what 3 years can do. All we need is 8, big dog.
We can't talk about Jalen Brunson. We can't talk. Hold on, time out.
I started with a finals run in the defensive player.
We can't. By your own measurement, we can't talk about Jalen Brunson because we're not allowed to talk about what just happened. And you know what's so crazy?
What's crazy, man? Tell me.
New York fans. That's why I say New York fans are here and everybody else is here. Because you see this bogusness that Wemby just did in the finals? If this dude played for the Knicks.
Did he average 29 points in the finals? How much did he average in the finals?
Let's look at it. Let's look at it together as a family.
Yeah, let's look at it.
Let's all take a second to drink one.
Since he played so
By the way, y'all like the video. This is better than first take. Y'all like the video and retweet and send to your aunt.
Yeah, I like the video. Share the video. Let's see what finals.
Victor went
11 and 4 blocks. 22 years old. But tell me more about how bad he sucked.
I didn't say that. I never said that. Victor Wembanyama.
26 and 11.
25 and 11 with 3.5 blocks. Do you know what he shot? Do you know what he shot in the finals?
What did he shoot? 38%?
42% from the field. That's horrible.
Be like
he shot 27 from 3. That's horrible.
It does. Sometimes horrible. It's like that.
Bro, that's horrible. As a New Yorker, and all my New Yorkers know this, we can both say in the same breath, you're going to one day be that dude. You're going to have the greatness. But right now, it is inexcusable what just happened. You don't get to call yourself the best player in the league and better than the other dude when you have those press conferences and you melt down in like 3 games. You don't get to do that. That's not how that one works. The point of sports is I play him, and the beauty of sports is no matter your race, your religion, your gender, ethnicity, anything, everyone's equal because when you go on the floor, it's the same rules for everyone. It's the same clock for everyone. You get to do whatever you want. Well, it doesn't matter if you're 5'5", 8'3". You all play by the same rules. The 6-foot dude whooped the 7-foot dude, 7 dude's ass.
That's not what happened.
You know my favorite thing? ABC every year delivers that like iconic, like kind of like image to the start of all these final games. Like, yo, you remember when Hakeem shook Shaq in the finals? Remember when Jordan hit the shot over Byron Russell? You remember Kobe? You know? And in next year's reel, there's going to be, hey, remember the time when Jalen Brunson drove on Wemby and put a forearm shiver in his liver and scored right over him and the Knicks came back?
That's not what's going to be the show. It's going to be, remember when
there's going to be OG. There's going to be OG. No, it's 2 moments. I know you don't want to acknowledge this. I know you don't acknowledge this, but he did something that only Michael Jordan did, and you can't take that away from him. I'm sorry.
I'm happy
if it was so easy, then everybody else would do it. Steve Nash would have done it. Jason Kidd would have done it. James Harden would have done it, but they didn't do it. That little short guy who's not good enough did it. Sorry.
This is the last thing I want to say, Flo. Allen Iverson, MVP, 4-time scoring champion, 3-time NBA steals.
He took 34 shots a game and won. Cool.
3-time steals leader.
Okay, cool. Jalen Brunson, when it's all said and done, is gonna have a better career than him because he's not dead. He's 9 years old. Jalen Brunson's 29. Like, bro, hold on, bro. Listen, I love you. I love you like cook food. You family. One day I'm gonna invite you over to the house. It's gonna be magical. But I gotta call you on the hypocrisy how you have this crystal ball that could see all this greatness for Wemby. But when I ask you a simple question, hey man, do you think that this is the last run of where Brunson puts up ridiculous numbers in the playoffs? You said to me, I don't know. I'm like, come on, man. What is that?
Bro, no, I told you. I said they're not getting to another final.
But they don't have to. They don't have to get to another finals for him to play like Michael Jordan because he's already done that 3 times.
Bro, okay.
I could literally show stats from last year, the year before, and the year before where he played like Michael Jordan.
Can we adjust this Michael Jordan stuff for like era and pace? In shooting, can we do that, please?
But we saw him, bro. We saw him last year.
Do that, bro.
We saw him last year. Whoa, time out.
Can we adjust it?
We saw him last year, bro. We saw him last year at Madison Square Garden, Game 5, 2-2. It was not 2-2. It was 2-1. 2-1 at MSG, Game 4. Tatum versus Brunson. Brunson did 36 and 13. I want to say that seems like pretty damn good. That wasn't in the finals, but like if I'm being fair, I'd be like, yo, that's a pretty like legendary performance. 36 and 13 in like a series defining game.
Just like Wemby had 40 in the conference finals and Shea had and J-Dub. It's so funny.
All I know
what's funny about this? Bro, you want to know what's super funny about this?
Yeah.
And then I gotta go. And you can laugh for this always, but I gotta go after this.
I love you, man.
I love you too. You my guy, for real.
Yeah, absolutely.
J-Dub. The J-Dub stands are loving this because they're like, now wait a second. Our guy is 23. He's going to be all defensive a few times. He's going to be all NBA. He's already been all NBA. He's already got a final, and he's already got better finals numbers than Brunson because he scored 40 in 2 finals games on better shooting. Now, he didn't lead them to the finals, but you're setting right now the precedent for J-Dub to get a ring next year and say, I'm better than Jalen Brunson.
I'm not saying that.
Why wouldn't he be better than Jalen Brunson?
Because
2 rings.
Because there's a chance that Jalen Brunson's the one stealing that ring from him next year.
I'm saying if they win next year, is he better than Jalen Brunson?
No, because he's not the best player on the team. He's not leading the team. That's the point.
But he might average 26 a game in the finals.
It's not the same when you're the dude versus dude. We do that in every sport.
Are we going to do the Kobe and Shaq now? We're going to do the 3P Kobe and Shaq.
It's clearly within reason. Like, it's not all like one rule, but it's clearly like he's clearly like not even close to the best player on the team. It's not like Shaq was all-time great, but like Kobe was like, yo, Shaq, if you here, like I'm beneath you, but like I'm looking at you in the eye, though. You know what I'm saying? It's like
if I got 2 rings and I averaged 26 in the finals in those 2 rings, I'm not better than somebody with 1 ring.
No, because context matters.
In a finals MVP.
First off, I thought Jalen Brunson's stats in the finals don't matter. I thought averaging over 30 points in the finals, like, oh, it's nothing.
It
Does
matters
it matter or does it not matter? I don't know.
I love it. It matters to me.
All I'm going to say is you can count on one hand the amount of Allen Iverson games you remember off the top of your head without looking it up. I can count on two hands on the top of my head.
No, you can't. Now you're lying again.
Yes, I can.
Allen Iverson as a rookie is more iconic than Jalen Brunson's entire
Who cares?
career.
Oh, he had a better rookie year. Cool story. Cool story.
No, forget the stats. What did I do to the GOAT? I came in the league.
You're putting that crossover and that singular play as a reason he's over Jalen Brunson?
That's a part of it. Yes. I mean,
that's insane work, bro. That's insane.
That's not insane.
That's insane.
Because it speaks to me coming in the league, busting ass. I didn't have to wait behind some random Slovenian nigga.
Jalen Brunson did the hard. Look, the irony is,
wait, bro.
There's not. Hold on. I will give you all these stupid dark.
Doing number one type shit.
Bro, Jalen Brunson did the hardest.
Seasons. What are you talking about?
Jalen Brunson did the hardest thing in the history of sports. He turned around the New York Knicks. He turned around the New York. Bro, if I came to you and walked up to you in 2017 and said, "Hey, man, I know we don't know each other. I'm Flo. Do you think that the Knicks will ever make a finals in your life?" You'd probably would have said no.
New York echo chamber.
What? They were the biggest laughing stock in sports 10 years ago.
Okay, so Russell Westbrook is the GOAT next year when he gets finals MVP for the Sacramento.
Russell Westbrook ain't doing a damn thing that Brunson just did, and he's going to retire with 0 rings. Are you being serious?
Now you really bet it, Flo. Now we're going to get
Russell Westbrook is going to be on a vet min playing for the Hawks. What?
Brunson's not half the player Russell Westbrook is.
What?
He's not. Oh my God. He's not. Don't do that. Don't do that. Bro. Flo, don't do that. Flo, don't do that. Do this, Flo.
When it's all said and done, you think that, hold on. When it's all said and done, you think Russell Westbrook's going to be ahead of Jalen Brunson? Is that correct?
You're not about to start putting this man over the greatest point guards ever because he won a finals MVP.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is Jalen Brunson didn't get good at basketball this year, and he's not going to forget how to play basketball this year. I'm saying
when he does,
bro, he's clearly going to retire top 50 player all time. Like, what are we arguing?
4 years with this,
Flo. He's clearly going to retire top 50. Why are we arguing this?
Why?
If we don't know, like, we're going to with a straight face and be like, "Yup, I have no idea if Jalen Brunson's going to finish his career with 8 All-Stars." Like what? Like we clearly know that.
You got that. He's just not gonna get another ring. And
what has Russell Westbrook done that's so amazing?
Teams match.
Stat pad for rebounds and get triple doubles. Rob James Harden of MVPs. What has Russell Westbrook done that's so amazing? Force KD to leave your team because he couldn't stay playing with you.
Oh,
what has he done that's so amazing?
Was KD pussy? Which one?
Both. BOFF.
Just want to make sure it was room for both.
Both.
Just want to make sure. I know. Paul George came and did the job all right.
By the way, y'all like this video and y'all retweet, okay?
Yeah, like the video. We about to get out of here.
This is an hour 50 minutes of me taking him to school about Jalen Marquis Brunson, the greatest winner of our generation. Gave belt in college, in NBA. He won in the NBA. And if you think that this is the last Knicks finals run we have, good luck with that. Y'all spent 3 months hate watching the Knicks. I know y'all mad. Uh-oh. Stand by.
No, Cap.
All right, I gotta get on it now.
Suns money line is definitely viable. Jeez, can I talk? I hear what y'all saying. I'll come back and read all of these, but I gotta. Bubba Chuck is not overrated at all.
He definitely is.
He's not.
He definitely is.
Unless you have him top 20 all time. Other than that, he's not overrated.
Bro, you know, like you guys don't factor in because like everyone looks at stats. Yo, I love Allen Iverson. I have the T-shirt. Like, I love him. He's one of my favorite athletes all time. He was a bad teammate. You have to fact a dude who's a coach.
So Jalen Brunson is better all time than Russell Westbrook?
Huh?
Jalen Brunson is better all time than Russell Westbrook?
I'm not caring about all time. What I'm saying to you is peak versus peak. When Westbrook was at the height of his powers, this is clearly the height of Brunson's powers. Who was more powerful? Clearly, Jalen Brunson. He's holding the damn trophy.
Bro,
what do you want to see?
40, 20, and 20 at the height of his powers. 40, 20, and 20. What are you talking about? At the height of his powers.
Jalen Brunson.
Congratulations, you have
Jalen Brunson just averaged 40 and a half.
Nice run.
Bro. He just averaged 40 and a half points in the last 2 games to close out a team that everyone told you he was worse than.
Russell
40 and a half on
has the
50%
greatest
shooting.
winning percentage of any player that is top 5 with triple doubles all time. Sounds good, though.
Bro, don't give him those triple doubles. Like, he was stat padding and hunting for all these triple doubles. We
Be
all
like
saw,
that
we all
sometimes.
bet on them. Like, bro, we all saw
Be
that.
like that sometimes. Be like that sometimes.
Man, y'all just move the line. I get it. Everyone hates the Knicks, and y'all
But
hate
you,
short
at
people.
least you won't
And
say
the Knicks,
Brunson's
and the Knicks are
better
the Knicks,
all
and they have a
time.
short person. Like, we get it, man.
I can't even say Brunson's peak is better. I'll
Bro,
say
he's
this.
really- like, bro, like,
Okay,
it's
you know
so
what?
absurd that, like,
is
you can
better.
see him do
His
these
peak
things.
is better. His peak is better because I will take Brunson's this year over any Russell Westbrook year. I will.
Thank you, Jesus.
I will.
Man.
No, I will. I'll give you that. I will. And that's literally peak. I'll give you that.
Listen, I'm gonna end on this, but I'll say one more.
No,
it is insane
if
to me.
this guy thinks that
He's definitely better than Kyrie. I can prove this in 2 seconds.
I'm not even gonna do
2 seconds. When Kyrie was on the Cavs with LeBron, every time like LeBron was out with whatever injury, the team was under 500 like by like 6 games. Kyrie has never led a team. Kyrie burned down when he left Boston. The fans were happy because he burned the team down and he was an awful teammate. Because no one cares about bad teammate being a cancer. None of that stuff matters. They wanted him out the door when he left. Like, stop it. Stop it. Like, it's not just Madden. It's not just a video game.
I agree. All right, gang. As always, I had to blow my nose. As always, do me a favor. Hit that like button on the way out. Appreciate y'all pulling up. 2-hour-long stream today, guys.
Yeah.
So you can.
If you learn anything, just know that Jalen Brunson's too short to be good. That's all we've learned.
Hey, my closing statement is I think Jalen Brunson is definitely a top 5 guard in the NBA. I mean,
5.
That's point and shooting guard,
That's
Flo.
insulting. He's top 3. That's insulting.
So he's better than Ant Edwards?
Yes, he just won the Finals MVP and won the trophy. And if averaging 30 in the y'all got it, man. Y'all got it.
He's better.
Winning doesn't matter. Who cares? Oh, he won.
He's better than Ant Edwards, Flo.
Bro, he has the most playoff wins in the NBA since 2021. What else do you want him to do? He wins playoff games, wins the finals, wins the MVP, and you stare at him and say, well, you didn't make first team all NBA. Who the hell cares, man?
I'll help you out. He's better than another finals MVP, Jaylen Brown. He's not better than Ant Edwards. He's not, Flo.
Bro, these are the same people that'll tell him that Jason Tatum is better than even though Jalen Brunson gave him that work last year, bro. Like y'all gotta knock it off with this crap. At the end of the day, the playoffs were dogs are made. He went into Jason Tatum's house and gave him work. The end. That's what happened.
So if you swap Ant and Brunson, you don't think y'all win?
You have to change the construct of the team because one's a shooting guard and one's a point guard.
No, you don't. And be all right playing point guard. Y'all switch it up. Y'all run the offense through Cat. Do you think y'all win with Ant instead of Brunson?
No, because I think that if you just look at raw stats, you miss the beauty of Jalen Brunson. Brunson's not just a look at numbers on a page guy. He isn't. Jalen Brunson, first off, Jalen Brunson, his attitude permeates the whole team, the front office, the owner. There's a reason why there's a whole clip on Twitter of James Dolan talking about go 10 weeks without sex because the leader of the team is a psychopath who only thinks about his winning and he doesn't let his foot off the gas and he's a psycho. And you disappoint me because you're a Kobe fan. There is no one since Kobe Bean Bryant who has more resembled his tenacity than Jalen Brunson. How do you not see that? When all these games are close, when the Knicks are down 6 points, why does everyone give a collective, oh, damn, the boogeyman's coming? Because they have literally a replica of an 80% replica of Kobe Bryant. How do you not see it? He's a killer.
Flo, you got to watch the stream more. I said that. I said this went into my whole defense of Jalen Brunson the first 2 games of the series. I said Jalen Brunson is from the school of Kobe. I said multiple times throughout the whole first 2-3 games of the series when Jalen Brunson was shooting 13 of 37 every game, I said that I'll take Jalen Brunson all day in the way he plays over Nikola Jokic and over LeBron James because I want my best player to take the shots. I don't care what his percentage. So I love Jalen Brunson. He's just not better than Jason Kidd.
Coming in and say KD,
and that's okay. That's all. I can love him, and he's damn sure not better than Ant Edwards. Zay won't even agree with you. Zay will not agree with you that Jalen Brunson is better than Ant Edwards.
Why isn't he?
You are off the deep.
No one has given me a reason besides he just isn't.
Flo. He's more athletic. He's a better defender. Both
Victor
of them
Wembanyama is more athletic than Brunson. What'd that do for him?
Okay. They're
Jay
both
Cunningham's
good
more
defenders.
athletic than Jalen Brunson. What they do for him?
Ant's a better defender.
Yes, he is.
Ant
He's a better rebounder too. I get it.
Ant led the league in threes. I think he's a better three-point shooter than Brunson.
I think he takes too many threes.
But he think he's a better, he does. I think he's a better three-point shooter than Brunson. I think Brunson's got a better mid-range game.
Who'd you rather have with the ball in their hands with 5 minutes left?
Brunson. That don't mean he better. That don't mean he better, Flo. That don't mean he better. Basketball is more than just the last 5 minutes on offense, my nigga.
Who has a better
whole issue here?
Who has a better playoff record? Forget this year. Forget this year.
5 minutes on offense cancels out the other 43
forget this year.
On both ends of the floor. And it doesn't.
Forget this year. Before this year, Brunson had a better playoff resume than him too. Before this year. And the resume just got better.
That's true. How old is Ant? 23.
Oh, no. See, there's always an excuse. It's like, Mercury was in retrograde. He's a Sagittarius. He drinks vitamin water. It's always like, it's always something. Like, you can never just be like, yeah, he's better. Man, like, you got to understand, like, Brunson eats berries and Ant eats strawberries. So that's why strawberries is actually a December fruit. It's like, all right, man, y'all got it. I love you all. I hope you all found this entertainment. Please like the video.
Yeah.
I know, by the way, this is just sports. Okay. I know I got like heated. We got like, it's sports, man. It's still love. We got to hit some bets tonight. And we need Asia Wilson to grab 16 rebounds because you best believe I took that ladder up. 10, 14, 16. I took all three. 1.25.1. And Dream's my guy. He just says outlandish things sometimes.
That's a fact. I love Flo. Flo's my guy. About to get off of here, blow my nose.
Yeah.
Try and see how much these lines have changed when we got this injury news. See what's going on here. But yeah, greatly appreciate y'all putting up and rocking with me. Do me a favor, hit that like button on the way out. There will be no outro music today. I know a lot of people are not going to be happy, but I got to get out here. But yeah, you know the vibes. Let's get to this cash. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Got to have it. So let's get it.